There we go. Hello, folks. Hope everybody is doing well. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon here, albeit a little bit chilly and very windy. So that kind of makes it a whole lot chilly. But hey, this time of year, it's a good thing we don't have like 2 or 3 feet of snow on the ground. Been there, done that. This time of year, I am putting this link in the chat for your convenience. Anybody who wants to, no matter who you are, you're welcome to come up and chat about whatever. Pose a question, offer an opinion. Just don't be mean to each other. There's plenty of other places on YouTube you can go and be mean to each other. Papa Mozo's channel is not about that at all, ever. So, I don't know who's here. I got somebody's here, but I don't know who. Is there some way to tell who's here? Somebody needs to let me know, because I don't know about that. That sideburn I left too long. I shared this one okay, but I didn't get the other one right. I am joined today by my good friend, a fountain Pepsi from Thornton's. It's a delicious blend of carbonation and Pepsi syrup. Comes in a bag in a box. Good. Oh, the straw has a hole in it. I hate it when that happens. I guess I'm going to have to eat a little something else. Let's see. This is the 2.5-pound bag, and it is good. Good morning, Papa. That is Down Under Cruisers. For those of you who don't know, you must never tune in here, because if you tune in here anytime, you are going to get to see our friends Ilana and Sean from Melbourne, Australia. They're sweet people. We are looking forward, Mommy and I are so excited, not for a cruise, but for a chance to meet all of our friends. We're people. That's been our business, but it's also our passion. We love spending time with friends, eating, drinking, and being merry, as it would have it. I have the Christmas colors. So, red and green too. Now then, which one would be your favorite? The red or the green? Well, let's see. I'll get 5 of the red. I'll let you know how they taste. Okay? So far, so good. One at a time. No cheating. Do you guys like M&Ms? These are peanut M&Ms. There are 10 different kinds of M&Ms now. Green is my favorite color. Hey! Green, I love green, and thank you for spelling color correctly. I love green. The only reason it's second is because blue is my favorite. I cannot resist. And green, when I was a boy, I played golf a lot. And on the golf course, everything's green. The trees, green leaves. Many of them are evergreens. The fairway, that's green. The rough, those are green. Some different heights of grass. And the greens that you putt on, those are even more green. Green is my favorite color. We got the OUs going on. That's great, Sean. You know I love that. Wait a second. What time is it there? Hold up. So it's... Hang on. It's either really late or really early on Monday for you. We get my world clock. World clock. Here we go. Anybody ever been to Mauritius? The country of Mauritius? It's kind of east of Madagascar. Small. I've heard that. Oh, come on. Melbourne. Oh, that's not bad. It's 8:15 Monday morning there, eh? Oh, I'm just seeing your comment, Sean. I'm a little behind. So Melbourne is an hour. It's 8:15 there. But Guam is 7:15? I thought Guam was east of Melbourne. Guam's quite a bit east, right? I don't know. I flew over it. Why did you fly over, Sean? I'm half afraid to ask, but what did you fly over? I'm slow and stupid. Give me a break, folks. I'm still on the red. Man, where's Kenneth Oaks? I think Kenneth Oaks up in here talking about these M&Ms. He could break off a little survey, an interview based on red and green M&Ms. I love Christmas time. Christmas time was always a festive time in our house when we enjoyed not just candies and stuff like that, but we also enjoyed different casseroles and stuff that my mother and aunties would make. It was a great time of year. Look, we've got a friend. We've got our friend from Canada, from Powell River. That's none other than the great plump traveler himself, Larry.
Powell River, nice, beautiful, dark, dreary day in Powell River.
Is it?
Hi, Papa.
It doesn't look that bad. Is it really ugly?
No, it stopped raining, so we're pretty good right now.
You know, I don't know if you can hear it. The wind behind me, it is ripping, and it blew up out of nowhere.
Wow.
And that's unusual. And I'm a weather guy, so whenever something like that happens, I go looking at the windows and the doors to see if there's any cyclonic.
How far away from the water are you, Papa?
It's right here behind me.
No, I'm talking a big body of water, not your little brook behind your house.
Well, that leads out to a lake.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's about a mile across the lake. It's called Round Lake. This looks like a round circle, but it's about a mile diameter. This is
TJ.
I already clicked add to stream. There we go. All right. This is Sean. This is our friend from Melbourne, Australia. Good day, Sean.
Ooh, G'day. How you going?
I gotta move a little farther away from him.
Larry. You've got the steering wheel on the wrong side of the car.
No. Look, Sean. It's right there, Sean. See?
That's correct.
On the proper side. On the proper side.
Yeah, now wait a minute. You Canucks keep on forgetting that you are still a British colony, and as a result, your steering wheel's on the wrong side of the car.
Hold on, I got to show you something.
What the heck is that?
That's Ananda with the groceries. She's going to be making some noise getting in with the groceries.
Holy cow.
Now I'm only in here for a short minute. How are you, Papa?
Yeah. Say hi to Papa and Sean.
Hi, Papa and John.
Hi, Ananda.
Hey, Ananda. How you going?
Did I give you my release to my video?
In 2 years, I have been able to go to church. So I am very, very happy. T and K, that is TJ and Kayla. I believe they're from Louisiana. I forget what city, but they're from maybe central Louisiana.
Baton Rouge, I
Very,
believe.
very nice people. Change the screen, maybe.
They're on getting on the cruise today. It's cruise day for Angela and TJ.
For Kayla and TJ.
Kayla and TJ.
Oh, what did I say?
You said Angela.
Angela.
Oh, my apologies. No, I know it's Kayla. I don't know what. Oh, Angela, that's what it was. Papa, do you remember Angela and Mikey that we were talking about the other day?
Yeah.
I just checked out their videos today. Hilarious. And maybe
Really?
that's why I have Angela in my mind.
Is she the one that's the recording artist?
The recording artist, yes.
She had done, it's funny. Years ago, when I was pretty much a novice musician, I had played for maybe 3 or 4 years, but I happened to have some very good, some good news come my way, and got invited to play on some projects in Nashville. One of them was the Oak Ridge Boys.
Yeah.
And she was talking the other night about how she had done backup work for the Oak Ridge Boys and stuff like that. And I thought, oh my gosh, what a small world.
The Oak Ridge Boys were a very popular group, a country group here in Canada, North America, Sean.
Oh, yeah, that's right. One of the things they always sang, Elvira,
Hail, giddy up, mamoo, 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 giddy up, mamoo. Yeah.
I'm tasting the green ones now.
Yeah, oh no.
And
No, I need to get it.
I'll hold it.
Green one what?
For the same reason, they all taste the same.
Green one what?
M&Ms.
What are you eating?
M&M's.
Oh, I want some. Did you get me some M&Ms?
No.
She won't let me eat M&Ms. Oh, the peanut
Amanda,
ones too.
No,
I don't-
that's not the little bag.
Oh, I want some M&M peanuts.
These are,
I understand why Ananda doesn't buy them for you, Larry. It's the same
Probably
reason
not
why
diet.
Yolanda doesn't buy me Toblerone
hey, looky
chocolate.
here. Looky, we got Victoria May. She's here. Hello, love. How are you?
G'day,
Hi, Victoria.
May. And there's
I-
also
I-
Najuma. How are you, Najuma?
Where's Najuma? Oh, there's Najuma.
I know, but
Yeah. Hi, Najuma. Big hugs.
Good afternoon, Najuma. You and Victoria May just came in. So
I was checking out Victoria's music the other night. It almost put me to sleep.
I've got
She
to
had
start
some-
listening to people while they're asleep because that's a way to give people hours.
Yeah, of course.
But you said you got to leave it. You can't put it on mute, right?
No, you have to have the audio on, yeah.
But I mean,
But there's a way to do it. You have to have the audio on YouTube on, but on the device that you're using, you can turn that audio off. You understand how that works, Papa? I
would
don't
love
think you
to,
know.
but I'm actually more mixed up than a fart in the fan factory. What the heck does that mean, Larry?
I'll show you. I'll show you. Actually, I'm going to drive here, so I'm going to stay. Do you mind if I stay live and Ananda will hold it on me while I drive? Is that
I
okay?
don't mind. Just tell Amanda. tell Amanda no.
I'm really worried, Larry.
I'm gonna show these Aussies the proper way of driving. Okay.
From a British colony, you are being totally unbelievably, what's the word?
Rebellious. Rebellious.
Yeah, yes, rebellious is the word. Oh my goodness me, she will not be amused.
Here, point it ahead for a minute, just so they'll see my. Yeah, there we go.
Now,
Okay.
Amanda,
See, John? See, I'm on the right hand side.
No funny business while you're in the car, okay?
Now, Larry, don't
Yes?
complain the next time I put you on video when I'm driving.
I've never complained. I love when you do that.
No, you get heart failure every time I make a right hand or a left hand turn.
Oh, well, you're right. That's true. So now I'm paying you back. There we go.
Uh-oh, there's the police station.
Here, we'll take.
That's the police station right there in case we have to stop.
Wow, nice police station.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Now,
Well,
Papa, I must say, the last time I saw a picture, and it was unfortunate for me to actually not be able to be there at that particular point in time, but I saw a picture of you, Larry, and a bunch of other nefarious characters, all topless.
That was scary.
I had nothing to do with that.
you know what, Papa? I actually would like to see the analytics for that.
All I know is that when Larry started on there, he had clothes on.
Funnily enough, it happened to be when our live stream was on, and our numbers really rose.
People were fleeing the site.
I still remember the day that Papa did a live stream from the nature reserve with his shirt and his pants down because he was actually sitting on the nature reserve.
When was this? I missed that one.
That was just at the beginning stages of the pandemic.
Wow. Are you saying nature reserve or naturist reserve?
No.
Or
This
nudist.
was the Royal Throne Room.
Oh, that one there. Yes, I
The
remember
outhouse.
that one there. Yes,
That's how it
yes,
works.
I do remember that one.
Well, Ananda, you used the correct word, out, because everything was out there.
Yeah. Here, show them.
Nothing's hidden.
Hello.
Oh yeah. You can put it over that way. That's looking towards Vancouver Island. That's
What's
George.
I'm having trouble hearing people.
That is TJ Brown.
Hi, TJ.
How are you, buddy?
Shoot. Sorry, I gotta go. People behind me.
TJ, what town do you live in Lindsay? I forget.
Damn, I can't hear anybody.
Hi, TJ. Hope you're having fun on your cruise.
He says excuse me. Said they're on Harmony of the
Seas,
Seas.
I cannot hear y'all for some reason, so I'm gonna get off. But I just want to show you. Hey, Papa. Hey, Sean. Hey, Larry. About to go pack our clothes. We just got our luggage in. Just want to pop in and say hi. We're about 30 minutes from leaving port. I'll catch y'all later. Probably need headphones to do everything. So
Enjoy
right,
your
talk to y'all
cruise.
Very
he's
good
gone.
to have him. He's a nice fella.
Yep.
Very.
Never had any problems with him.
Aside from the fact that he drives on the wrong side of the road,
Most people in America do that, Sean.
I knew there was something wrong with him. So, Papa, I need you to help me explain something. Okay, the US is supposed to be the leader of the world, right?
Leader of the pack.
It used to
What?
be, you know.
Leader of the
All innovations come out of the US, right?
I missed that.
Supposedly, yeah.
last night.
So how come they're still in the old imperial days of miles and inches and so forth? Why haven't they come up to the real world and gone into meters and kilometers and centimeters?
They're like an old dog. They can't learn new tricks.
That's about the size of it. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants that. I will tell you this, though. There is hope because I've been in the hospital 800 nights over the last 16 years. And in the hospital, they do everything by the metric system. Weight, well, not time of day. Time of day, that's standard, but there's people that get furious if I write, 1427. And they're like, what's that mean? Why can't you just tell me it's 227? I said, because that could mean 227 a.m. or 227 p.m. Take the 1427 and shut up.
There we go.
I'll go with that.
And they are also putting them on interstate signs. Not like state highways, but on the major ones, what they call the super slabs. they're starting to put, 100 miles or 106. I don't know what they are. I forget. TJ says, I'm sorry I couldn't hear you guys. That's okay, TJ.
Papa,
Yes, sir.
I'm almost to my house. So what I'm going to do is we're going to bring the groceries in and stuff, and then I'm going to go on my laptop. And so, yeah, I'll be about 10 minutes.
No
And,
problem.
And I need to head off to work. So
What time is it there, Sean?
it's 8:30 a.m.
Oh, yeah, you got to go to work, Sean. Go to work. Bye, guys.
To the new location.
Well, can you stay a little bit longer so Papa's not alone?
Shake a leg.
Bye.
Hey, Sean,
Yes, sir.
I was thinking you guys worked out of your house, no?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know
We
why
haven't
I
done
thought
that for 5 years.
that. Okay. What business are you in?
I teach first aid.
Okay. That is handy.
Yeah, so when you're on the ship and God forbid something should happen, I'm the one who's going to be there to protect you, save your life.
Perfect. My wife will thank you. I probably
I did actually talk to Shelley about that, and she was ready and able for it. We sent her a birthday wish. I wished her a happy 21st birthday.
Oh boy, your stock is rising. Yeah, she got more gifts at church today. They had a party for her last evening. It was her and one of our business ushers, and the two of them were having the same party. It was a surprise party for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And she got quite a few gifts. And she came home, started laying it all here on the bed, and I was like, wow, he made a pretty good haul. And then today, she got like 3 or 4 more gifts. Oh my gosh, how long does this go on? But I don't care. People love her. She's very, very well loved at the church.
So are you, my friend. So are you.
I finally made it today. Haven't been since the end of January. With what would have been coming up in January, it would have been 2 years. And that's just not my way. I've never gone that long without attending church somewhere. I hated it because I didn't get to spend time with people.
Yep.
Which is something I so thoroughly enjoy. I love seeing pictures because they tell a story.
Yep.
Some people go to other people's houses and people bring out the photo albums and they're like, oh, God. I'm not that way. I love to see pictures because they tell a story.
Yep.
You learn a lot about people if you just listen to their story. I'm like, oh, well, I was in Alaska before it was even a state. And, it took me a while when I was a little boy. My mother and dad would show those photos from the early 50s of Alaska. Oh, I hope you can't hear this. This wind is ripping. But they would show slides and stuff and talk about Alaska this and Alaska that. And, when I'm 4 years old, I didn't understand that stuff. But as I grew older, and we had slides. I don't know. Did you guys ever use the slide projectors?
Sure did.
Used to go in a circle and you'd click the clicker and it'd go to the next slide.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure did. Made a production of it when we had family over and friends.
Yes. My dad had one of those, and he had one of these screens that you lift up and spread out, and it was real neat. But we haven't done that for probably 25 years, I would imagine. But it was neat to hear other people's stories, too, of different places they'd been. And you'd be surprised what you'd learn about people, places, and things by just listening.
Yep.
You don't even have to engage people in conversation. Just listen to what they're saying and maybe ask a question here and there.
Well, we had a fortunate situation. One of the people who is subscribing our channel a guy by the name of Dave Burgess. You may have heard of him, you may not have, but he's a bit of a cruise nut like the rest of us. And we had the opportunity. He lives in New South Wales, just north of Sydney, and he came down for the weekend to see his daughter, and we were fortunate enough to spend some time with him. And when you get to meet people for the first time, and this is like the real eye-opener for me, because when we come to Florida, everybody on the other side of the screen will suddenly be in front of our faces. And this will be the opportunity for us to give a hug or a shake or a kiss, whatever, in person to somebody that you've never ever met physically. And so it was actually quite awesome to spend some time with him and his lovely wife, Suze. And the reason why I bring that up is because you start talking about memories, and I go back to South Africa when I was there, because I was born when South Africa was the Union of South Africa. It then became the Republic of South Africa, and that was life for me. And, you know, again, watching family photos on the slide projectors and the actual real projectors. My parents had 2 real projectors, and every once a week or once a month, we would have family and friends over to watch movies in our house with 2 projectors, and I was the official projectionist. I remember that. I mean, those life experiences you never forget. So the opportunity to meet new people, like you, I'm a people person. I like to sit in the background. I may not be. I'm actually not an extrovert. I am an introvert, and everybody looks at me and goes, "Yeah, right." No, but I am an introvert, and when I actually get to meet people, it becomes. Yeah, Larry's having a giggle at it, but when things happen, you know, it's good to meet people. It's good to actually physically touch.
Mommy,
You're not
Mommy is
physically
so
touching me.
excited to meet
Sorry.
you. Mommy is excited to meet you and Alana, Larry and Ananda, Doug and Cindy, Dwight and Heather. Well, we've already met Dwight and Heather. We stayed in their home.
Yep.
But Mommy was so excited because going on this October cruise, I mean, I was just taking my lead from her. She handles the money nowadays. I don't touch it. And so I kept thinking, no, there's no way. And she assures me it'll be paid off by July, whatever it is. And I was like, are you serious with this? Because we're doing one in what, 6-8 weeks, something like that. And I don't know. I mean, I'm taking her at her word. 2 in 1 year, but
Don't worry, Larry and I are going to be working on Shelley about 2024.
I mentioned it to him, Sean.
You mentioned it to Papa, but I don't know if you mentioned it to Mommy.
Of course I did.
Okay.
I got a chance to take a world cruise for free.
No, it wasn't free.
You don't know.
We wanted benefits.
Oh, he's thinking about the benefit part now. Okay, all right.
No. You got the wrong guy. No, but I've got a friend that lives in Georgia. He's marvelously wealthy. And I've never asked him for anything. He was very good friends with my sister, rest in peace. And he was looking at buying the ship that we went on, the cruise ship, and then letting us take free cruises the rest of our life. And I was like,
Really?
you gotta be kidding me.
Amazing.
He's like, well, I think Royal Caribbean wants to redo it. It was the Jewel of the Seas. And I think it's somewhere to the Far East now. I forget where. I think it's either China or Taiwan or maybe it's Australia. I don't know.
You're
But-
meaning about catering, like chartering, the ship, not buying.
No. I'm talking about buying. This is my ship. Oh, don't worry. he had the money. He'll die with more than enough money. And he's 83 years old, so. But
Yeah, it's God's money. You don't see a U-Haul being pulled behind a hearse. So
he wanted to know. He wanted to know if I wanted to go on the world cruise. I'm like, oh, yeah, because there's nowhere in the world that the ship is not going. It's just going every 150 stops. But
poor Papa.
I just couldn't do it.
What did he do to make his money?
I'm not sure. I think his family imported sugar from Hawaii and also from where is it in South America where they grow sugar? Not Cuba. It's the northern part of South America. I forget. But,
Not Panama. Peru.
that may be it. Lima, Peru. Yeah, that may be it. But it was, yeah, that is it. That new memory. But I thought, man, who knew there was that much money in sugar? But he's 83. His grandfather started the company
Right.
in like the mid 1800s. So, it was a long, long path to his destiny. But, I mean, he also understood God's law of giving and receiving. Because God definitely all you got to do is read the Old Testament. God has a law, for giving and receiving. And some people get that and other people don't. But if they ever get it,
It's
I've
about
got
the sabbatical.
I was just talking to my sister about that about 20 minutes ago.
really? You
Yeah,
gave
he was forgiving. He was forgiving me for thinking that he should be driving on the other side of the road. No, folks, I need to get to the office.
He's got to make some money so he can go on that cruise.
You're not wrong.
You got two choices, Sean. Go make your money and either buy us a ship or give us a world cruise. We'll take either one.
Yes, Father. I mean, Papa.
Father. I normally get called mother, but that's in Chicago traffic. So
Yeah, but I was just trying to be. You've got two choices for you. I've got an offer you can't refuse.
that's great. Bye bye.
Have
Tell
a
Alana we
nice
said hi.
Thank you. Will do.
Bye, Sean. Have a good day.
Bye
hmm I was just watching a YouTuber having a layover in Chicago O'Hare this morning. You must know them, Karen and Nate.
I heard their name. How do I know them?
They
I heard
are
their name a couple days
a
ago.
travel couple that's been traveling the world, and they have over 1 million subscribers. They are from Tennessee.
Holy smokes. Let's see. YouTube.
Mhm.
What is it? Karen and Nate?
Kara. So Kara
Oh,
and
Kara.
Nate,
Kara and Nate.
Nate. They flew from Nashville to Chicago O'Hare, and then Chicago O'Hare to Athens, Greece.
Yeah. If you get to Chicago, you can fly anywhere in the world.
Yeah. That's another airport I want to see is the Chicago O'Hare.
I'll drive you through it sometime if you're here, but you really don't want to fly into there. 2.73 million subscribers.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Very,
That
very
is-
popular couple.
Man. I've been behind the times, I guess. What are they wearing? Oh, it's a
I don't
bed
remember.
sheet. Never
I don't
mind.
remember. What
It's a
are
bed-
they?
It's a bed sheet.
I gotta trim my beard, make it all nice.
Van life in New England. There's all kinds of people getting into this van life.
I'm actually have a Dodge Grand Caravan, and we got a mattress for the back. I get a battery. Now I don't want to live like this. Van life is mainly people living in their van or
Yeah.
going on massive long road trips. Me, I just want to do it like instead of camping in a tent or hauling an RV or whatever. I just want to sleep in the back of a van. It's pretty simple. We got the stow and go seats in our van, and throw the mattress in the back, and throw the stove and the battery for my CPAP and some food and this a little bit of this, and you're good to go.
Can I tell you about somebody that absolutely tricked out one of these step vans, but not a big one. It was like a Prime Video, or what is it? Amazon.
Yes,
Like an Amazon truck, but not a big one, a smaller one.
Mercedes.
Huh?
Mercedes has the smaller one than their Sprinter.
Yeah, that may have been it. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but one of those chicks is so handy. She can build anything.
Johnny's Journey.
You got it. I was watching that thing way back when they were going step by step by step. And when she started, I had no vision because I'm thinking, oh, she's never going to get all that crap in there. She was trying to put a toilet in there. I mean, how are you going to put a toilet and a mattress in there? She did. And a lay-down closet. I'm like, what the heck is a lay-down closet? You have to lay down to get your clothes out or something? And there was still room for people to sit up front and drive. That it seemed like some kind of a joke, but they did it, and it didn't look bad at all. And they had pretty much the conveniences of home, but everything just on a little bit, a smaller scale.
Hey,
wait.
they've been to some places that I really want to visit.
Victoria May, I wish I could make friends with a good-hearted, wealthy person that could get my dream enclosed mobility scooter that's like a little car with a heater.
Oh,
and
yeah.
windshield.
Those are so cute.
Then I could get around in the winter without needing anyone to take me. Victoria, can I just tell you, this is the first day I took my scooter to church. The problem is I can't lift anything.
Can't see it, Papa.
Doctor won't let me. Half a gallon of milk. That's all I can lift. Well, that's nothing. A half a gallon is what? 64 ounces, I think. So, I don't know what it is in metrics, but I'm just saying, Mommy always has to get it out and put it together. Because there's one section in there that weighs like almost 30 pounds. Mommy's in good shape. My days of being in good shape, I've lost a lot of weight lately, but that means precious little if you're, you know what I mean? Weight was really just a number.
Papa, can you drop the comment there? It's in front of your face. We can't see.
Oh,
your face.
yes. Well, there we go.
There we go. Now we see
without needing anyone to take me. Yeah. So I took it to church today. Zipped all around the church. Glad I took it because my problem is not walking. I know how to walk. I just can't walk but about maybe 40 or 50 feet, and my legs are done for the day. And so I told Mommy, I said, I really wanted to go to church. She's like, well, don't worry. She was all dressed up, but she had white pants on. I'm like, you sure you want to do this? She said, yeah, I really, really do. And we went. She didn't have any problem. And then we had a couple of the deacons come back and load it back up. We got all kinds of deacons running around there. And
do you mind if I ask, what is a deacon?
There are people that just standing around deacon.
Ooh, ooh.
No, the study in Matthew or any of the Gospels, I think, where the apostles were busy
Yeah.
doling out the gospel, preaching
Okay. Yeah.
and teaching. They got too busy to go visit the widows.
So an assistant.
And so they got 7 men. They picked out 7 honorable men and put them to work in like a volunteer position.
Mm.
And in modern times, we call them deacons.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
probably comes from high church. Probably comes from either Episcopal or Catholic.
What denomination is your church?
It's Pentecostal,
Pentecostal. Okay. Yeah.
apostolic.
That's what I was. The last church I went to was Pentecostal. Well, no, the Salvation Army was, but before that, where I got baptized is Pentecostal.
Yeah, but we're the friendly kind.
What do you mean the friendly kind?
So many
I'm not friendly.
they think so many people think we're snake handlers. I'm like, no,
Oh,
but I have been to a church like
it's
that.
the speaking in tongue. That's where all that behavior comes from. People think they're.
Yeah. I was told, Victoria says, I was told not to lift over 40 pounds because my bad back, I can no longer walk very far. Victoria, honey, that is exactly the situation I'm in too, love. Look at here. We got another
I
friend.
can't wait for you to say this one. You're going to say it. Let's hear it.
Hello from an Amtrak train in the state of Mississippi.
You said it wrong.
I said it the way he would probably say it because he's Canadian. Right?
Okay. You say it different. I know you say it different.
I went to college, I went to college there, and I say Mississippi.
Mississippi. Yeah, that's what you say. Yeah.
Amtrak train in the state of Mississippi. I'm on my way to the Big Easy, New Orleans,
New Orleans.
or it's Nowlands.
Oh, wait. Okay. TJ, because he was here earlier, he gave me trouble for saying Narlands.
Narlands. I've never heard Narlands. My mother, rest in peace, my mother used to say New Orleans.
New Orleans.
I'm like, New Orleans? Mother, that's wrong on like 3 different places. It's New Orleans. And then my friends from down there correct me and say, no, it's New Orleans.
Ananda really wants to cruise out of New Orleans. And
Well,
in
I will tell you.
2023, one of our next cruises that we want to do is out of New Orleans. And it's going to, what is it? It's going to Cozumel,
Cozumel,
and Belize.
Can I just
then-
tell you, I want to move to Belize.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. Yeah,
I really, really do. Najuma's saying hi. So Nick
that's our girl Najuma.
P. Let's see, Nick P is the white P. I mean the white Nick.
Yeah, the white Nick.
And traveling with Nick is the black Nick, right?
Yeah.
I get those
He
two.
lives in Houston, Texas. And
Yeah, I know
traveling with Nick P, the white Nick, he lives in Minnesota.
Wait, who? Well, hold up. I thought he was Canadian. Wait.
No, he lives close to the Canadian border.
Okay, I thought. Who?
Speaking of Canadian, there's a Canadian just came in.
Rob. That's who I was thinking of.
Hi, Rob.
Okay. Not a Nick at all. Hi, Rob. How you doing? Hey, Rob. Let me put this back in there again if anybody wants to come up. I have a shirt on today because I'm cold. Oh, you guys want to see my shirt? You might like it. I was born in 1967. Let me take this down. Hey, y'all. Here we go.
I'm the baby in my family. She was born in 67. One of my sisters.
Vintage 1967.
Yeah, you are vintage, Papa.
Knock it off.
Hey, Papa, I was born in the 70s.
I know.
1970.
I met a lady yesterday at lunch. I took mommy. Mommy wanted some soup from Olive Garden, and so I took her out for some soup. And she had a lady named Sean there, and she said that Mommy told me that I have always called Sean like a sister to me. Well, the problem is, I had no recollection of who that person was. And I still don't. And she's like, well, I would have thought that when you heard her voice, it would have triggered, your memory. And she's like, well, do you like her any better? I was like, no, not really. She was bossy before I ate lunch with her, and she's still bossy. I don't know, but she said that my wife told me we were best friends for like 30 years. I'm like, I don't know. Vintage 67. That's vintage 1960. What do you got there, Victoria? Oh,
What's this, Victoria?
That's my dream, Papa. That's the mobility scooter that I dream
That
of. one
is
day.
so freaking cute.
oh, that's adorable. I love it.
It's a person, 4 people can fit in that thing. It's legal without a license because I've never had a driver's license. You know how people have phobias? Well, I have a phobia of cars. I never drove except for maybe for a short time. But this is my dream right here.
Well,
That is
cool.
This is a bicycle caravan
Bicycle trailer.
camper.
Wow.
And it never came to fruition, but I saw that and I thought, that's my dream right there. People think that it's frivolous and I'm begging and all of that.
No.
But I've
just
had
one of those
people
things.
get really upset at me for saying, oh, you're just out to get something from somebody. The thing is,
What's the matter
in
with
a
that?
sense-
Wait, what's wrong with that?
in a
There's
sense, I am, because
There's
I'm
nothing
on
wrong with
Social
asking
Security.
somebody, hey, if you ever run across some extra money, I'd love to have.
Like, Dewey, can you take me on your world cruise? Like, there's nothing wrong with asking.
Yeah.
I'm on Social Security, and they won't let you save more than $2,000, and then you have to spend it within a month. You're only allowed to have $2,000 into your name
my
for 1 month.
gosh.
The American
there's no way-
Social Security system is anything but secure. Social Security.
There's no way that I possibly could save what I need to save. And the
No
last time
kidding.
I checked,
You
that
gotta stuff it into a mattress and bury it in your yard.
well, I still would have to order the product over line because it's in another country,
Oh, God.
and they would, they'll take your income away from you if they find out that at all you have that kind of money. They will cut your Social Security off, or they will take that money out of it.
Sure will.
Yes, I've had degenerative arthritis since I was in grade school. They told me I would be in a wheelchair by my 40s. I am 55 years old, and I've always been very active. I rode bicycles my entire life. I've walked everywhere I went. I walked. But now my arthritis has gotten so bad that with the help of my husband, I was able to get that tricycle that y'all see in my videos. That was expensive. It was $2,000. The thing is, I can no way ride that thing during the winter. It is really, really cold here in the winters. And sometimes the snow is really bad.
Yeah.
So my dream is that mobility scooter. It's not a frivolous thing. And yeah, I've got a husband who's got a car, but he works, and I'm stuck, until he has
Unfortunately, I do know, because I had to sell my car in order for me to get a car for my daughter. I had a Lincoln Town Car. It was the 4th one I've ever had. I had to sell it, and I about cried when I had to sell it.
It's
in order
an
to get my
awful feeling to not
yes,
be having independence and
no
be
way
able
to get
to
around.
get up and go somewhere without making an appointment, setting it up with somebody who has a car to be able to do anything. And then you're stuck with a person that maybe is like, hurry up, do what you got to do and let's get you home. To have that mobility scooter for me is just a sense of freedom, a sense of independence in the wintertime when I can't get around without somebody.
That's what
I,
I was going to tell you about my scooter. I realized today it's fine as long as it's light rain, not heavy rain, but light rain, and nothing's iced over. But we got ice here at least 6 months out of the year, every year.
Mhm.
And I live on a channel, and the boys play hockey out there on the ice. I'm not talking about they go to an ice rink. They go to my backyard, and then they get the what do they call those things? Motors, not the motorbikes, but the four wheelers,
Quad.
quad. Yeah, the quad motorcycle, and they'll
But
have
you have to have a
races.
license for those too.
They'll have races all up and down the ice all night long, and it's like, man, But one of the guys fell through one time, but they got him. They got him out of there. But it's time to put him away for the season, boys. When you got one of your buddies falling through the ice. Hey, Rob,
Yep,
how you doing, pal?
pretty good. But
Yeah.
that's a shame. You can only have 2K in your bank at a time.
Yeah, there's part of the tax code that comes into that too. But still, the bottom line is a lot of people that desperately need help are hard pressed to get it.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, if you're upper middle class, you can usually get some help. Or if you're super low class, sometimes. But if you're kind of in what they call the donut hole, you don't hardly stand a chance. And it's like, wait a second, $50,000 would be great for my. Who's this?
It's
Victoria.
something I wanted to share, Papa. This is my dream right here, and that's how much it costs.
That looks like a smart car.
Yeah, it's not though. It's street legal for somebody who doesn't have
Wow.
a driver's license.
Now
Here's
you
the
said
front-
you said that 4 people will fit in that. They're not 4
yeah,
people my
there's the
size.
front seat. It's got electric windows. You can get either a steering wheel or a handlebars like a bike. I like the steering wheel. Here's the one I want. It's pink.
That looks like a golf cart. Seriously, it does. I played golf a
Wow.
lot in my life. That looks like a golf cart, a covered golf cart.
But it's this
That
is
is cool.
it's got a windshield wiper. You can get the windshield wiper for the front of it.
Powered by
I'm
electric?
not sure of the shipping, how much it actually costs for the shipping on this thing, but it's like I said, without having a rich good friend, there is no way I will ever have this. And it is my biggest dream is to have this right here.
Well, you know what?
See, there's the back seat, Papa.
Ooh, oh boy. It looks like it might ride okay. I'm just trying to figure out how big of people we could put back there.
You're not taking me for a spin.
I don't know that I would fit anywhere in there, but
That's the picture my friend made my stickers from, was from this picture here.
oh, how
That is
neat.
so cool.
Hey everybody, we've got
Janice.
J&P Travel Adventures. That is or wait.
Janice.
No. This is
This is Janice.
Janice, yeah, from up here in
She's
Up
booked
But
a
all the
cruise, I think, too.
components of it are right here underneath the hood of the car, just like a real car's engine and everything is under the hood. Here's the the components and everything for it. Yeah,
That is cool.
it's electrical, so
7,500
goes-
bucks.
excuse me.
7,500 bucks.
Yeah, it's
What's that?
270 a month? 276 a month, it says there, yeah.
Man, I can't see.
Victoria,
yes, sir.
okay, may I ask, Social Security, is that the one where you work all your life and pay into? Okay,
Well,
so
no, SSA is the one I believe that you pay into. Social Security Disability, SSI,
Oh, you're
is
right. Right.
for people who are disabled but didn't work a whole lot to
okay,
put
so
in.
here in Canada, we have Canada Pension, and it sounds exactly like what you're doing. I'm on Canada Pension Disability, just like you are. But I'm also subsidized by the province, which would be the equivalent to your state, up to a certain amount. So with that, I'm allowed to make an extra $12,000 a year to go out and work and make an extra $12,000 a year. And this savings that you're talking about, you're allowed up to $100,000 if you had this $100,000 in
My
savings.
God, I'm moving up.
Not here.
I
We're
know,
only
that
allowed.
is so sad.
We're only allowed to make, I think it's like 60 something dollars in a month. I'm not real positive
my
about
God.
that.
Wow.
But and then like I said, if you get more than $2,000 saved, you have 1 month to spend it before they will dock your income.
Look what Janice wrote. Janice wrote, I'm glad I have a car, but the government should help those who need it. And I think that's the operative word. They have punished everyone for the sins of the few. It's an old story that goes back to Adam and Eve and their kids. They had a couple arguing boys. And ever since Cain and Abel, the innocent have had to pay for the sins of the guilty. And it's still that way. I paid for things I had nothing to do with, just because I'm an American and a taxpayer. But
I try to be a happy-go-lucky person all the time and hide my pain. But people don't realize how much pain I go through from my back of my neck all the way down to right above my booty, in my spine, and it pinches nerves and it sends shocking, like itchy. I can't explain it, but it's like a shock and an itchy feeling at the same time, up and down my arms, up and down my legs. My feet tend to go numb. My hands go numb. I'm in a lot of pain, but I don't like talking about it. I don't like to bring people down. I like people to only know me as the happy-go-lucky, easygoing Vicky, that they say on here. And
well,
I don't like to ask.
I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you. I don't want to be that guy, but if you're talking to people, and for instance, I don't know about Rob or about Larry, but I've been through more than my share of pain. And it's debilitating pain that has debilitated me and undoubtedly has taken many years off my life. So I understand when you're telling me about a situation, I understand. And I don't say, let's all get together and sit around and cry in our beer. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I can relate to that kind of pain that can totally just destroy
when
you.
you have to roll out of your bed onto the floor, then grab the edge of the bed and painfully pull yourself up, and then every step you make is a shot of pain up and down your back and your butt and leg and everything. It's a hard day, but I do have good days. I'm not saying that every day is a hard day for me. There are days where I'm doing just fine, but then there is a lot of days when I have those kind of days. I have to roll literally out of my bed to the floor and manage to work myself up onto my feet and then walk with a cane and it hurts. And I so miss having independence. You know, I
Yes,
so
I do.
miss
I
not having
definitely
to
do.
ask
And
somebody else, I need to go here or I need to go there. I would like to put my dog in that little car sometimes in the winter and just go over to our local park and walk my dog all by myself without having to depend on somebody else to do it, you know.
since that's electric,
Yeah, it's electric. It
oh,
goes 35 miles an hour.
okay,
Um,
since it's
yes, we're
electric,
only allowed 30 mile an hour, so I would just neglect to use that extra 5 miles.
since it's electric, does it have, even if it's front wheel drive, is that engine heavy enough to give you any kind of traction in the winter?
Um, I'm not
It all depends on the
exactly
motor and the
sure,
torque in
but
the motor.
it weighs well over 700 pounds. So
It might because it's not that big.
yeah, with the weight of the car, it's or whatever the mobility scooter itself, and then the weight of me and whatever else is in that, it, you know, I would think that as long as I stay on streets that have been cleaned of the snow, you know, and things like that, which a lot of it's really good about keeping the main roads real clear. And as long as it's small enough, there are times when I can ride it on the sidewalks. I've
Are
never
your
had a
kids
problem with riding my trike on the sidewalks. People tend to think, well, it's an old lady, leave her
oh,
alone, you know. But
this
um,
one?
we have bike trails too that you can take to get from one place to another.
Um,
So
Janice wanted to ask you, are your kids nearby, Victoria?
no, I have one daughter and two grandchildren, and my daughter lives in our daughter, I should say, lives in Joplin, Missouri.
Oh,
But
yeah, that's right.
she really doesn't want anything to do with me because when she was 3.5, I gave her up for adoption. And she has a lot of resentment against me for that. And I understand her hurt, but she's not understanding my hurt of doing it and why. So there's not much of a relationship.
Well, I don't know your daughter, and I don't know the whole story, so I can't pass any kind of a judgment. I would just say I have triplet daughters, and we adopted them from Indiana. We live just over the border in Illinois, right up at the corner where Illinois meets Wisconsin. And I always told my girls, I said, your birth mother gave you up because she was 16 years old and she had no job, and she had already had your big brother 2 years earlier when she was 14. I said, so don't be angry with Jennifer. Don't be that way. I should pray for her, and if you want to, go over there and see her. What? Oh,
Well, Papa, I gave her up because I was homeless from the age of 12 until I was 21, and I had her 3 months after I turned 18 years old. And I didn't want her to be in the danger that she was being put in. I wanted her to have stability and security and a mom and dad that could give her a proper home, a Christian home. And she got that. She was adopted by a Mormon couple and she was given a good home. She has a lot of negativity and emotional problems, but that's a genetic thing. It's not her fault. It's genetic on my side of the family, my mother's side of the family.
are you on
But
my Facebook, Victoria? Are
yes,
we friends?
yes, Papa, you're my friend on Facebook.
Okay, go through my friends list and look up. Her name is Jill. Excuse me, I got M&Ms. Jill Brassfield, Brass Field, Brassfield. They're in Farragut, Tennessee, which is a suburb of Knoxville. And they have adopted 9 children. And they could have done other things with their life. They could have been wealthy if they wanted to be, travel, go do whatever. They didn't want to. And 6 or 7 of those kids are all one sibling group.
Wow.
The crackhead mother just kept having babies. And every time the woman would have a baby, the DHS worker would come out and say, well, you know, so-and-so's pregnant again. Are you interested? And out of all those kids, the baby, the little tiny baby, died at 2 months old. But other than that, they're all alive and well, and very, very loving to their parents. I told my girls, I said, don't you ever complain because you were set out for adoption. I said, your mother, your birth mother did the right thing. I said,
I've
you're
never
here.
been an alcoholic. I've never been a drug addict.
I told him, I said, you know what? And can I just tell you, their birth mother had several problems kind of like that. And I said, you know what? Your mother and I don't have those problems. I said, I'm thankful we don't. I said, but don't ever talk bad about your birth mother because she gave you up. I said, she did the right thing. She did the right thing by God. She did the right thing for herself in her own life. And she certainly blessed us with you. I said, so you're going to have to find somebody else to blame things on. Don't blame your birth mom for things like that.
Well, I didn't give her up for my benefit at all. I gave her up purely for her benefit.
And that's
I
admirable.
mean, I could have kept her on the road and homeless and hungry and in danger all the time, but I wanted better for her, you know. I had to live that life because I couldn't hold a job. I had a hard time holding jobs down and being homeless. How many people want to keep a homeless person that can't bathe and have clothes and all of that, get a good night's sleep? How many businesses or places will hire that kind of a person? No matter how good or honest you are, if you don't sleep well, you ain't going to work well.
Look what Janice said.
I can't see the chat, Papa.
Well, let me read. I'm going to read it to you, honey. It's inspiring, and it's a word of wisdom from God. I prefer adoption to abortion.
Exactly.
I can't imagine my girl's life or lives. I can't imagine their lives being destroyed by abortion. I'm so glad that God let us be the ones that got the children and were able to adopt them. They brought so much joy to our lives and to my parents' lives. And my mother just died last year. Those girls worshiped the ground my mother walked on. They love their grandma and grandpa. And, you know.
The thing is, even if somebody wanted to donate money to me to
it's
help
right
me,
there, Janice, it's right there. Victoria, she's wanting to know your channel name.
Victoria May Life Unfiltered.
Oh, just like it's written on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. May is in M-A-E.
Yes.
When is Victoria's next cruise? Janice is wanting to know.
My next what?
Cruise?
I have never been on a cruise. I don't plan on going on a cruise. And even if I had the money for that, I wouldn't, because, like I said, I have a dream.
Oh, no, that's for Janice.
That's where my focus is. I'm happy with not traveling. I'll get in that little car. I'll go across the river to our park. There's a place where you can camp. I'll pitch a tent and camp right there. And then I can just come right back home safely. But yeah, no, I wouldn't spend my money on a cruise or a trip of any kind, because there's too much more important things.
Janice is asking, Janice wants to know Larry,
Yes,
I think
the next
I know
our
what it
next
is.
cruise is when Janice's cruise is coming up and Papa's cruise is coming up October 15th to the 23rd. That's my
There
next
you have it,
Papa,
Janice.
I
Janice,
just wanted to come up and explain why I was asked, saying that about that scooter and letting you know I'm not typically just somebody who begs and wishes for somebody else to do for me.
no, Victoria. I didn't take it that way. The Bible said you have not because you ask not. There's nothing wrong with asking. The worst thing somebody can do is just say no.
Exactly.
Even if it's God saying, nope, it's not my will for you. Then we just have to swallow it and say, well, it must not have been for me.
Yeah.
And then
Victoria.
some things are a
Yes,
matter
sir.
of time. I've heard that God answers things one of three ways: yes, no, maybe later.
Victoria, would you like last night? I was inspired to go back and look at my my testimony when I got baptized in the church, and like what you've been telling about your past, it's kind of like mine. And I was wondering if you would consider having a look at it sometime. I can share it with you, not here, but you know what I mean. In a
Yes.
private message sending. I really would like to see it, just to see, you're not alone in this world. That's all I want to say in with that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
More than yeah, I will, Larry.
Janice, you do the same. Have a blessed Sunday yourself.
I'm gonna drop down now. I'll be in your chat, Papa.
Bye, Victoria.
Okay, honey, we love you, Victoria.
Blessings.
Bye-bye.
Love you guys too. Bye.
Bye. You got me eating cookies, Papa. Thanks.
Oh, man, I'm sorry about that. What is Rob stuffing his face while we're trying to have a chat?
Yeah, really. Holy trade.
My gosh. Give me a break.
What are you eating, Rob?
I didn't want to feel left out.
I need a glass, love.
Oh, don't feel left out.
So
You
What
feel
are you
left
eating,
out?
Rob?
you two were stuffing your face, so I just stuffed my face.
He said he didn't want to feel left out.
Yeah, but what's he eating? Is that I'm asking?
I don't know.
A Boston cream.
Oh,
Oh,
they still have Boston cream, do they, love?
yes.
Oh, wow.
Now I'm dead.
Yeah, I never forget. I never seem to remember the Boston cream at Timmy's when we go. It's a Tim Hortons donut, Papa, just so you know. He's eating.
Boston cream? They've been making them for 50 years at Dunkin' Donuts.
No, I know. But it like,
But
oh, look who it is. It's our girl.
look at who we got
I'm
here.
being good, Mom. I'm here nice.
That's our sweetheart. That's our sweetheart from Long Island. Very good to have you, Najuma.
Hey, Papa.
How you doing, honey?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
I was just telling them how
Yeah.
good it was. I got to go to church today. It's been a long time since I've been at church, and I finally got to go today. So that makes it a good day.
Yes, for sure.
Now I'm eating
Larry,
peanut M&Ms.
Larry,
Yeah,
you staying out of trouble?
Yeah. Especially when you're around.
And I haven't gotten to know Rob yet, but he seems like he's a nice guy.
Oh, Rob's a nice guy.
You'll get to know me very soon.
Rob's
Yeah, in
harmless.
October.
But I hear you going on the cruise.
Yes, sir. I can't wait.
It's the Duma's first cruise too, Rob. Same with Ananda and mine. It's our first. We're cruise virgins.
Hey, Rob, are you going on the cruise?
Of course.
Hold up.
How can I miss out on this great opportunity?
You all are messing with me.
I ain't messing with you.
Now I got to figure out who's going to be on the ship.
Dad, what is this?
My cruises, Carnival Horizon.
Who's got the kids? Is that your kids, Najuma?
Wait a second.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Is that your kids? I hear.
Well, there's a roll call.
Well, my
Brand.
youngest daughter, just walk in the room and let me know she's got a doctor's appointment next week.
That is Rob. Okay.
Let me see if I remember her name. Renee?
No.
No.
Let's see. Oh,
Sorry, I forgot her name already.
Sure.
The youngest one is Christina.
No, the one that's going on a cruise. What's her name?
Oh, that's my granddaughter, Brianna.
Brianna, that's what it is. There we go.
Rihanna,
Actually,
Rihanna,
no.
I love you, Rihanna. You're always a day away. Now, Juma B, 63. Wow, I'm just looking on here to see all my shipmates. I got Najuma and I got Koth. Can't say that without my teeth in.
Yeah.
And I got, I guess that's the newest one. Rob, you're the newest one. Oh, here's somebody. I don't know about this one. Gas Man Jeff.
Never heard that name.
I'm a little bit afraid to ask. Where'd you get that name? You know, every time I'm in a public setting, I fart. I'm like,
You know what? I actually really want you to know. You should ask.
So you don't have to.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Victoria, Rob is back. Okay.
I want to know, is this Janice's first cruise also, or has she cruised before?
I think she's cruised before.
Yeah.
Who, Janice?
Janice.
Janice, yeah. I'm
She
pretty
ain't
sure. I'm
54.
pretty sure.
No, has she cruised before?
Oh, I
I'm pretty
thought
sure
you said Janice is 54. I'm like, wait a second.
No, she don't look
No.
54. She might be in her 30s, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm
40s,
thinking.
Early 40s, 30s-ish. I don't know.
40s.
No, you got a little more signs around the eyes and stuff. You get a little bit older and get those creases where you don't
How
want
old
them.
are you, Rob? 30-something?
I will be 33. Not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday.
Nice.
Watch yourself,
I
buddy.
remember my 30s. They were fun.
You got to be careful there, Rob, because you're the same age that Jesus was when he got killed.
You're
Yep.
right, yeah.
Just be safe. Keep looking over your shoulder.
Over your shoulder, yeah.
And do good to those who would despitefully use you.
And be careful who you hang out with. You don't want those, anybody to give you up there.
So should I keep a close eye on you?
No. Hey, I'm Thomas. So, doubting Thomas, you know what I mean? So my proper name is Thomas Stroh. So yeah, I'm trustable. Just doubtful. Just doubtful.
Where did John go? I thought John was in here.
Who?
Wasn't John and Nancy in here or no?
Not that I know of, no. I didn't see them.
Larry's next cruise is October 15th.
Yeah.
October 15th? Yeah.
Oh, speaking of this, because we're all on this cruise, Najuma, did you see Cindy post about the hotel?
No.
I saw a post maybe a week ago that things opened up, but I
Yeah.
haven't seen anything since.
So I have been tasked, Cindy's going to be posting about this, but I was tasked with finding us a hotel, which I have found, and I already told you, Rob and Papa.
Yep.
It's for the pre-cruise little get-together party the night before. And so I found a hotel for us, and she put a post out asking if anybody wants to go there and stay at this hotel so you can be where the party is. You can stay at your own if you want, but we picked a hotel out.
You know what? I might have seen it.
My
Then
love
I'm
is-
thinking, she asked about rooms, and I said I needed just one room,
Yeah.
but with 2 beds.
Okay, so right now, the hotel that we got is Hilton Hotel Miami Blue Lagoon. It's right next to the airport, and for 2 queens, it is $164 a night.
Okay, that's what I need.
Hilton Hotel, Blue Lagoon, Miami.
And then for a king, 1 king bed, it's 170 something small, like on the lower end. Yeah,
Okay, let me have a look.
really nice hotel. Really, really, and the shuttle is $13 each way.
Oh,
God.
wow.
What, Papa?
That looks
What for,
nice.
Papa?
Dude. Anything
Okay.
wrong with that?
Like, I did a lot of work in finding this, and I'm not saying that to get glory or anything, but what really sold me on this, Don Terrace stayed there and did a review.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with Don's stuff. Don puts out so much content.
Well, he's got multiple channels. That's the problem.
Well, he has about 2 channels.
There you are with that cough again, young man.
Yeah. No, that was Najuma coughing, Papa.
Oh, it was? Oh, I thought it was Rob. I'm like,
So the way this hotel works is I have 14 rooms booked, 7 of each category, which is 7 with 2 queens and 7 with 1 king each. And it's on hold. It's free cancellation, and you have until September 23rd to book these rooms.
Okay.
um,
Now, is that directly through Cindy, or is it just go and book it?
For me.
yeah,
You
Pump
okay?
Traveler.
She's been very busy, so she allowed me to just take over.
Yeah,
I
she's
offered to
got
help
like
her,
what? She
What's
has
that?
like 6 different careers.
I know, that's right. So I
Oh,
offered
yeah.
to help her, and I wasn't looking for anything, but she said, well, since you did all that, you might as well just take over. She's still doing the cruise part. She's still doing the booking for the cruise and all that.
Wow, does that look nice?
I'm extremely excited about that hotel.
Well, you know how I feel about Hilton.
I know you do.
This is gorgeous. This, I don't know if you can see it or not, but 30 minutes from South Beach.
It's free airport shuttle to and from the airport. The shuttle to and from the cruise is $13 each way per person. They have a stay in park package, which is 1 night hotel stay and 7 days of parking for $257 for the 2 queens. And Papa, they do have accessible rooms, but I need to get a count on who wants accessible rooms because we didn't really have a number on that. So I just chose 7 of each rooms, right?
Yeah, Mommy and I need one. Obviously just for me, but
And then Kenna,
we'd prefer a king. But if it's 2 doubles, that's fine. Just
No,
as long
wait.
it's more important that it's accessible. Oh wait, we got somebody else here. This is
Jeffrey. Hi, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey from Jamestown. Welcome, Jeffrey. Good to have you. Always welcome to the Papa Mozo Show. Pool, hot tub, breakfast. Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to be sharing a Word document that I created with everyone. And it has a reference number. So if you are interested in one of the hotels, you call up their reservation saying you want to book a room under that's the gym.
This joint, it looks nice.
Papa, have you seen the pool area yet?
Yeah. The pool is awesome.
Hey, Rob, the pool area is about the size of some properties of hotels. Look at it. It's massive.
Yeah, you see the
Yeah.
pool?
That's a gazebo that has a bar in it.
Oh, sweet.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a nav geek, and it's right next to it's attached to the airport runway, basically. But sadly, when I asked, he didn't have any runway rooms because they're all booked. Yeah, that's the dining.
Larry just asked about you.
Well, I imagine you pay more for a runway room than what we have.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, because Chris came in and was telling me she's got a doctor's appointment Tuesday, but he thought it was you talking to
So
me.
yeah, so basically, you don't need me to book. You just need this reference number, and which I'll be sharing to the group. And if you want a room, you call them up, and I have this reference number. I want this many rooms, and then you can book.
That's nice because even if you're a little bit chilly and you want to take a walk outside, it's Miami, for goodness sake. And if they've got gardens you can walk through, that's nice.
He's telling us about they booked a
I can't
hotel.
imagine anything in Florida being cold.
for anybody- Well, you know, people like us that need to get in there the night
That
before,
looks nice.
so we'll
Rob,
be
you're
there
Canadian,
the
from
morning
the
of
cold
the
area.
cruise. Now,
Have you ever felt anything cold in Florida?
I think he just told me that like the room for us, the room I want is gonna be like $164 for the one night, which is not bad.
There it's showing a ship pulling in. Ah,
So this Word document I made up has all the information. I gave links to the website and probably that link there that you got right there, Papa, that you're watching.
I think they've got tennis courts if you want them.
Yeah, that's the multi-purpose room there. I'm gonna share something with you, Papa. Hold on.
It's getting ready to show a ship sailing by. That's not the ship. Oh, come on.
Now I need to share. I'm gonna
And
share
share.
something with you, Papa, so you can share on the screen.
Just next to the Miami airport. Free Wi-Fi in the
Give me one sec. This one here. There we go.
Where's the ship?
Great view of the lagoon in the Miami
There it is.
airport.
There's the ship going by.
Very close to
That's
airport.
cool.
Papa, I got something down bottom there that I'm sharing with you so you can see.
Let's see. Victoria says, I just friended your channel. Talking to Janice. Okay. New friend to your channel, Victoria said.
And then
And
she
Victoria
yeah,
said,
we're friends already, Victoria. Yeah.
friends with you on here. And also, I think we are friends
You're gonna talk for
on Facebook. Okay.
Yeah,
Now then,
yes,
you
yeah.
got something over here.
There we go. So there we go. So now I won't be able to see much, but
Who's hosted
hold
by
on. I got to go to the screen here. There we go. So this is what I made up. This is the hotel confirmation number. So when you call up, you just use this reference number, and that's the rate.
I'm watching lockdown.
Okay, hold on. What is this? That's the Hilton Miami.
I'm just quickly showing you right now so you can see it. I'm going to be sharing it to the group.
Yeah.
So I'm just showing you a bunch of things here. And then it's got the airport shuttle, $13 each way to the cruise port. Book a room, you just use the confirmation number. If you need a different room, you know, there's no guarantee, but anyway. Have 14 rooms on hold till September 23rd, 2022, 7 of them of each category. You have until this date to pay with free cancellation up until this date. There's the number that you could call for the front desk to do that. And there's some photos. That's all I did with this.
Oh my gosh. It's like it's on its own peninsula, eh?
Yeah. Here's
Oh,
that accessible room, Papa, I was telling you about.
Oh yeah. That's nice. That's very nice.
And then there's the runway back here. And according to Dawn, this is all like mosquito netting or whatever.
Sure.
Along here.
Sure.
I actually have never been in a hotel that had that. So
I have. I just hate that we have to stay there. Isn't that awful?
it's sad, Papa.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll pray about it and somehow I'll get through it.
Yes, I think maybe, you know.
Oh my goodness, that looks awesome, dude.
I'm actually really amazed with the price. This was actually, if you look at Don Terrace's video, he paid $290 a night.
I know what hotels in Miami run.
Yeah.
Every time I've ever been there, and I'm talking about when I was 15, 16, 17 and traveling with a band, it was, you know, we didn't have to pay it, but it was $300 and $400 a night. This was almost 40 years ago.
So in October, anything good was in this price range to up and up. On average 300 to 200. Those are the good hotels. You can get cheaper hotels, but I can almost guarantee you they're not going to be really grand. Like there's the Eve Hotel, which is downtown in Brickell or whatever the downtown. It's like 5 minutes from the cruise port. That was basically the same price. I think theirs was $149 a night, but the rooms were small, and that was a concern for me. But people give them great reviews. It was just too small.
How far is this from the cruise port?
I think, how many miles did it say? It said, I think it's like 7 miles or something like that.
Nah, ain't bad.
15, or what is it? About a 15, 20-minute drive.
13 per person flat rate.
Yeah, flat rate of $13 per person each way. Yeah.
Yep, gotcha. And that's not bad either.
No, there was some hotels that offered free shuttles, but the hotels weren't really doing what I wanted.
And they probably cost more too.
Some of them did, yeah.
We stayed at a Hyatt in Miami one time, and they said, you know, free transportation from the Hyatt to the cruise port, and it was only a 10-minute drive, but it was $22 a person.
What hotel did you say?
At the Hyatt Regency, and it got tagged. This was 13 years ago.
So right now it says $10 by taxi.
We didn't take a taxi. We had a service come and get us all.
I hear you.
There were 22 of us.
Actually, here, Papa, check this out. I want you to see this. Share this with you also.
They had put the 22 already on our. We got a fly and ride type thing.
Yeah.
And they just tacked it on to the price of our airfare, and then told us transportation was free. I'm like, free? That's not free.
Here, I want you to see something that I found. I'm sharing it down bottom, Papa.
Oh.
Down in the basement.
Are you not allowed to do this?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm allowed. Why wouldn't I?
I mean to put somebody on the screen.
Gosh, yeah. So I just want you to see this. These are Miami hotels with cruise port shuttles. Like some of them had free here, right? You know.
Do I ever need my magnifying glass?
Yeah, same here. Sorry.
Victoria, what link are you looking for?
Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share the link with you, Papa, in the chat here. And if any of you guys want to check it out, go ahead. There you go.
He got his boat hung up again. Oh gosh. That goober across the channel from me, he doesn't know when to take his boat out. I've told him every year, I said, no matter what the weather's doing, take it out no later than October 15th. I said, you really need to stick to October 1st. Like the big marinas, the one in Chicago and different places too. He seems to think he's going to go Thanksgiving on the water. You don't do that here. No. Because a lot of the crud from the bottom will come up and let the sun get rid of it once the spring comes back. He gets this thing tied up every single year. He's out
Wow.
there now putting around trying to get unstuck.
See, for me, where I live,
Could someone drop Rob's link, please?
I'm doing that right now. I'm bringing
Oh.
his link right now. Here's his link, Victoria.
Lump, that didn't come through. Wait.
Yeah,
Hold
there.
on. I'm not getting this as a link. It's just or am I?
All you would do is just highlight all that lettering and right click and copy it into a window. It's the same thing. It's just friggin' YouTube. Oh no, it comes up on as a link here on my side.
Did it?
Yeah.
Could someone drop Rob?
Rob, can you click on that link? See if it'll take you to where I wanted you to do. The allcruisehotels.com one.
I'm right inside the StreamYard, so it won't let me do it.
I'm in
you're not watching on YouTube.
Oh, we lost our Najuma.
Najuma!
Victoria May said, I'm friends with him already. Thank you. Must be talking about Rob. Is it Rob? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob coughs.
You know, I wonder how Tony Barnett and the Ship Show guys and Sharon and Jamie, I wonder how they fare with all these, with the chat's going 100 miles an hour. Tony has told me, Tony told me before, he said, it just gets quicker and quicker as the hour goes by.
I asked that question, Papa, because when I first started coming into YouTube and these chats and stuff, and with my condition, you know, I have a problem when I'm feeling rejection stuff. Long story. And so I always wonder, like, why isn't this guy answering my question? He's answering this person, you know what I mean? So I asked that question one day. And I'm really glad I did ask it, because he told me the way it is, because it's going so fast, you can't answer every single one of them. So what he does is he'll take that, and as long as it's within that conversation or it's interesting, like it'll bring out something interesting, then he'll answer it. So he can't answer every single one.
Who is that, Don?
I think he talked to Tony Barnett on La Lido Loca.
Yeah,
Oh,
but they
Tony.
also have, Papa, they also have a members only one where you can slow the chat down.
Yeah, I've heard them talk about it. I haven't seen it on mine. Yes, I was talking about.
I got your
the
message,
Patreon.
Rob. I got your message, Rob.
I was running his playlist in another tab. Victoria says
Got my
about Rob.
message.
Private chat.
Rob, Victoria said, I love your fur. Oh, here. Let me
Okay, yeah.
What?
I love your fur baby, Rob. He's so cute. What do you got?
Okay, that just weirded me out. We're saying it. Where's your fur baby? I never seen no fur baby.
Hey, wait a second. That's not code word for something, is it?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, Papa.
What
fur
you
baby are
referring
we
to?
talking about?
I mean,
You got me confused.
I just want to keep tabs on this young man because he's still kind of at that time of life where he might be feeling a little sussy.
Are you married, Rob, if you mind my asking?
No, but looking.
You're single. Oh, there you go. There you go, ladies. Hey, you're going on a cruise. I imagine there's going to be
On a cruise, and
Yeah.
might I say, he's in prime physical condition. And he's going to wear a swimsuit that's even smaller than
Wait a
mine.
minute. Rob, you're 30, and usually cruises, like the single ladies on the cruises are like cougars. Wow, you're hitting it just proper.
Hey,
And I got 2 weeks worth of looking.
Oh yeah, you're doing back to back. There you go.
oh my.
But anyway,
Hey, Rob, Papa's a pastor. He can, you know.
You know, I
Yeah,
was looking
he
forward on that worldwide cruise to like subsidizing my income. I'm saying,
Yeah,
hey, you know, if
yeah.
you want me to marry you,
Hey.
all you got to do is just give me $20. We'll just call it. And
Actually,
that would be my casino money or something like that.
Papa, my daughter, who's getting married in April,
Mhm.
it's been so stressful for her. So she got to the point where
Okay.
they canceled what they originally wanted, but they're still getting married. And so I tried to convince her to go on a cruise to do a wedding. I said, Taylor, like I know people, pastors that can marry you. Come on, and she won't.
I mean, I could do it for her.
No, I know.
Technically, by the law, she's in America, right?
Yeah.
Is she a U.S. citizen?
No.
Oh.
Yet. Right now, actually, just 2 days ago, there's an issue with how do I say it? There's an issue with her. She had to renew her Canadian passport to basically finalize her residency. And because she didn't have a driver's license to send with it, she thought she couldn't. But then she found out that she could get a driver's license even though she's still a Canadian citizen. And so I actually called up Passport Canada and explained the situation. And they said, okay, we'll send all the paperwork back. And she still hasn't gotten it back yet. So, yeah, they're basically waiting to finalize this residency thing.
I mean, I could marry her if that's what she was looking for. Wait.
What, as a minister, you can only what's the word?
It all depends on the country from which the people came, if they recognize my authority.
I recognize you. You look like Papa to me.
I think most of the Central American places would, as far as I know. I'm trying to think of the Central American places that would not, and I can't think of one.
See, I got married in Canada before I went down. My official, like on our marriage license, it says May 25th, 2014. But we got married in Mexico on June 10th, which is our celebratory wedding. Because there was so many things that you had to do to get married in Mexico. Did you know that, Papa?
Well, thank you. I got the lettuce off. I just got delivery from my wife, so.
Oh, what did she give you?
What is this, Mommy? Subway Club. Subway Club sandwich.
Turkey, ham, and roast beef.
Turkey, ham, and roast beef. Tomatoes, dill pickles.
And mayonnaise.
And mayonnaise and lots of. Did you get tomatoes and olives?
Not olives, just tomatoes.
I'm a cold cut guy from there.
Yeah, I'm too. And
I had a club sandwich for breakfast, but it's called the Breakfast Club. You know what a club sandwich is, right, Papa? Like triple decker club sandwich, lettuce, tomato, blah, blah. I make it a Breakfast Club, which instead of the turkey, you put egg.
I love the flavor of those, but I always have to smash them down. My mouth.
Yeah, can't get your mouth big enough open to yeah.
Trying to go at it.
That's my favorite breakfast. I'm actually going to ask if they can make one of those on a cruise. Rob, you would know. Well, Papa, you too, but would they? Do you think they would do that?
You could construct your own. All you have to do is build your own. Just tell them bring a hard egg. Know what I mean? You'd be like, oh, can you bring me just one hard egg? Get a little.
No. It's just an egg with the yolk broken. That's it. It's a fried egg.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure they can do that, and you just ask for 3 pieces of toast with some butter and mayonnaise.
There you go.
Tomato, bacon, and cheese. Yeah, you can do your own. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You're the chef.
Yeah. No, of course. No, I know. I just don't know their procedures on there. You know what I mean?
I think anything that keeps them from working and gives the work to you is probably going to be in their favor.
If you want and they have it, they can make it happen.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm looking at this November 13th. No, that's old, isn't it? Sean Ornelas put on here on the Group Cruise Facebook group Welcome, folks, to the Group Cruise Facebook page. We're so excited to be planning this cruise with us and more. We hope you will enjoy all that we are planning for this cruise. I really don't have any clue, Plump. Do you know what they're planning? It says all that we're planning. Is that just fluff words, or do they mean it?
In what sense? They're planning activities, which I still
They are?
I have nothing, no knowledge of that at all. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been trying to get what it is since I knew about the cruise.
Well,
And
I
they
was
won't tell
thinking-
me, so
I was thinking that Dwight and Heather in Fort Myers or Cape Coral, Fort Myers area.
Cape Coral, Fort Myers, same thing.
It's right across the bridge from
Yeah.
Fort Myers. Them and Cindy Spiker and them and Ilana and Sean. I thought the three couples were the ones that were kind of mixing this
They
whole
are.
thing up.
They are. And it just so happened that I kind of like offered to help a little bit, and then
I
she
tell you,
said,
Larry,
"Hey,
your stock is rising, buddy. Your stock is rising with that Hilton.
Speaking of that, I wouldn't mind getting in on some Carnival stock."
Yeah, you and the whole wide world, because like a year and a half ago, it was down to $8.
I know that's when I wanted, but you know what? This will tie back into what Victoria is saying. If on disability, you can't have investments like that, and that's why I didn't. $8 a share, that was a steal, and I wanted to get in on that.
You and me both. I
Yeah.
I was battling hospitals and doctors,
Yeah.
trying to knock my $2 million in debt down. And,
so sad. I wanted that.
Larry, if you don't mind me asking, do you guys have a cap out in BC of how much you can have in assets?
Yeah, 100,000.
100,000. And actually, that would be as a married couple.
Actually, because I actually, when I was doing outreach work, I was also a third-party administrator for the ministry.
100,000
And
for what?
I'm not really saying any personal information here, but somebody had an inheritance, which was over 270 something thousand.
No
They
HIPAA
tried to-
violations.
They
No
tried
HIPAA.
to stop him from having it,
Eh,
but they did it in an appeal and he won. So, but from what I understand, yeah, you're only allowed $100,000 in assets.
We're not violating HIPAA, are we? Or no? No, does Canada have HIPAA?
I don't know. I don't think we do. HIPAA.
No.
HIPAA is
Health information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patient portability,
Oh yeah, we do. Like I'm allowed to say certain
accountability, and
things.
portability.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm not divulging any personal information to
Okay.
anybody. You have no clue who I'm talking about.
They are serious dogs on that here. I mean, if you
Oh no,
say
they're here too, Papa.
if you say your next door neighbor prefers aspirin to Tylenol, it's like 25 years in jail.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Yeah, well, this here is I'm not disclosing anything. I'm just saying a number, and it could be Timby Bobby down the street. You guys have nobody has no clue who I'm talking about.
I'll tell you when that got carried too far. Right after they started, and when things start, everybody's gun shy at the beginning. When that first started, like 12, 13 years ago here in the U.S., I was to go down to Maywood, which is a west side suburb. I live in the north suburbs. To the west side suburbs is at least an hour from here.
West Side.
West Side. And I was going down there to Maywood to pray for one of the ladies in our church who was, she was going in for like a cancer surgery. It was a fairly invasive, serious surgery. And she asked me on the Sunday before, she said, "Elder, would you please come and pray for me?" And I said, "Oh, absolutely. I'll come and pray for you." And that was something I always did, because our hospitality department, they did other things well that I didn't do well. I wasn't good at selecting flowers and setting up meals and things like that. Other people were. But I was very handy at the hospital because I was familiar with them, knew my way around them, knew some of the terminology that got me in the door sometimes. So I told her, I said, "Sure, I'll be down." Well, got halfway there, and all of a sudden traffic just stopped and went, I mean, just crazy stopped. Not talking about a little slowdown. I'm talking about stopped. I was sitting still.
The kind of traffic you don't want.
I was just sitting still, and I had like 40 minutes to go. And I thought, yeah, this will probably break up and I'll start moving and I'll be okay. Because I always make allowances if I'm going into the city.
That's the smart thing to do.
Sure. Only that day I needed about 2 hours. And so I called the hospital and I said, this is Reverend Ellsworth. I'm coming to pray for so-and-so. I said, can you please let her know that if they can't wait, I'm offering a prayer on her behalf here in my car because, just let her know that I've had, a car situation. I'm involved with a mess up here on the freeway. And they said, well, we can't do that. And I said, well, what do you mean? He said, well, we can't confirm that your friend is here. I said, she's not my friend. I said, I'm a pastor and she's one of my parishioners. I said, and she's the one that wants me there. Ashley, welcome. Welcome, Ashley Ratliff. We're very glad to have you on Sunday afternoon. Thank you for coming in. But anyway,
that's Ashley from
I
Ashley.
went round and round with them, or as you say, round and round, and they were just busting my chops, and they would not even acknowledge that she was in the hospital. I said, you know what? I know she's in the hospital because she called me last night from the hospital. Can you please get word to her?
I cannot deny or confirm, sir. I cannot deny or confirm. If you want to leave a message, sir, I can take a message down, and if they're here, they may get it or they may not get it.
Yeah.
But I cannot deny or confirm if they're in the building, sir.
I know. I felt like I was dealing with the friggin' CIA or what is that Tom Cruise movie? Mission Impossible. I Am Force. Should you be caught or captured?
Okay, you want to know something that is crazy, Papa? Is saying that to a police officer.
And what?
What I'm just saying to you, like what I was just saying to you, numerous times I had to say that to a police officer. Because I worked at a shelter, right? And they're saying, hey, is John Doe here? I'm sorry, officer, I cannot deny or confirm. If they would have showed a warrant, then I can start saying something. But if they walked in here I'm looking for John Doe. Sorry, cannot deny or confirm. Like, then they would get the obviously thing to know that, hey, here's a warrant. We're looking for such and such. Then I can do it. But it is the weirdest thing. There were so many situations where I had to say that to police officers, and it's like, I wanted to say it, but nope, that's the law is the law. You got to follow that law, man.
That's exactly right. I just that's one of those places where the law just overstepped its boundaries.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I mean, I wasn't trying to be an ass. I was really just trying to go pray for our member. What's this? Yeah. Victoria says, Rob, do you live in a mobile home? Looks like the same paneling as what's in my mobile home.
Ironically, I saw that and I want to respond to it. I actually live in a mobile home.
Nope.
And I don't have that paneling on mine.
Mommy and I, when we were first married, we lived in a mobile home that you could throw the cat through the floor. I had a big hole in the floor.
Okay, and now there's stigma attached to mobile homes. Okay, not all mobile homes are treated equally. Okay.
Well, I know in my hometown, Anderson, Indiana, you could get a mobile home for peanuts. I mean, it was really cheap. The only problem was if there was a powerful storm come through, man, they got hit hard quick.
Right now, we're doing some repairs on this place. If I had it all done and had a place and everything all set up, I could get right now with our market. I could probably get. Give me a sec. 4 times what I paid for it.
How do you keep one of those things heated in Canada?
Ironically, it's a cool thing you say that. You know those little ceramic heaters?
Yeah.
2 of them. We have a furnace, an oil furnace, but we don't need it. We don't need. It's well, you know, we could do it. There's actually oil still in our thing that we haven't used.
2 ceramic heaters heat your whole
2
trailer?
ceramic heaters, and it's a 928 square foot mobile home.
Holy cow!
And Papa, I sleep with an air conditioner during the winter.
Well, Plump, we need to have a talk about this.
I'm Canadian. As Canadians are really.
I don't know Ashley Ratliff, or do I? Somebody let me know.
I think this is Ashley from Ashley's World. I think.
Ashley's World. Ashley, let us know who you are, honey.
Because you do know an Ashley's World. Sorry.
You know, a lot of these people, I have 3 and 4 the same name. I've got 3 Larrys. One of them is in my hometown. One of them is in Texas or Tennessee.
You can do what my spiritual father calls me. He's the only person in my life, including family, to call me Thomas. He's the only one that I allow to say Thomas.
Thomas?
Yeah, Thomas Lawrence is my name.
That sounds very English.
What's that? Amanda?
Nasty on that sandwich. Oh. You ever eat something and it just didn't taste right?
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Oh, Victoria. Hers is 14 by 70 and 3-bedroom. Mine is 14 by 66 with a 2-bedroom. And, she's got 1.5 bath. Love. Victoria's got 1.5 baths. We need to get another half a bath.
We used to live on the road. Mommy and I did.
Yeah.
We had a 35-foot pull behind, and it had a full-size garden tub in it and a washer and dryer in it.
Nice. Well, that's what Blaine. I want to live in a small one, like roughly 30 to 40 feet long. That's all I want. One of those RVs like Blaine has. I don't want to travel around with it. I just want that because it's so compact and you don't have all the storage where you're collecting like 12 million things. You should see behind this green screen. I got a lot of stuff. But ironically, it is all computer stuff for my YouTube channel. I'm going to be setting that all up.
He's confirming. Ashley is confirming what you said, Pump.
Yeah. Ashley's from Ashley's World. Okay, yeah. I follow Ashley's World.
I can't keep track. Excuse me. I can't keep track of who I have and who I don't.
Well, Papa, I follow.
You follow a crap load of people.
Here, 500. Oh wait, this is 526 more. So 530. But the way I support people, I can't. I don't have all this time to run into everybody's lives or whatever and check out every little video. But I support them that way. For one, I will go in there and I will watch something to give support. But I can't watch every single video, and I can't keep up with everybody's lives and stuff. Now there is some like John, Papa, because I'm a moderator, so I do all that, or Tony and Jenny, I do that. But that's why I admire you, Najuma. It's like you are like in everybody's life, and that's like, wow.
Najuma is like the Holy Spirit. She's everywhere.
Yeah. Yes, like the Holy Spirit. Yes.
All you gotta do is just call her name, like Gladys Knight. Just call my name. and I'll be there. Remember that from the, I'm dating myself a little bit. This says I have 1,050 subscribers, but I don't know how many people I subscribe to.
You have 1,000 something? I'm still at 400.
1,050, but I don't know how many I subscribe to. The ones that are subscribed to me, that's 1,050.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I think I'm at like 795.
795.
I think I'm 795.
Purchases and memberships, your data.
I'm not. I really don't work. I do look at it. I'm not worried because I'm not really promoting anything yet.
Time watch 5 hours and 6 minutes.
Yeah, like for me, if I can make 1,000 by the end of the year, I'll be happy. But if it happens, great. If it doesn't, okay.
I'm at 428 with I think 736 hours.
Where does it oh, you know what? Midlife Crazy's on right now.
Oh, there's Tyler.
Where's Tyler?
Tyler just jumped in.
The cruise junkie?
Yep.
Ashley said, Papa, it's me, Ashley from Ashley's World. My other account got hacked. Oh my God. Okay, well, we're glad to have you back, that's for sure.
My Instagram account got hacked, so I had to create another one.
Well, they're getting ugly with that stuff, that hacking people.
I think I had like 600 followers on Instagram, and I had to start all over new because what they did is they were, how do I say it? They were following me, they were following channels that I never followed. Like 2,000 channels it said that I followed 2,000 channels that I never followed. And that hurts your algorithm, and so I had to start a new one.
How do I know? Is there a place I can look to figure out how many people I'm subscribed to?
On what?
YouTube.
Okay, so you're looking at YouTube. Okay, so I need to look at my phone because you're on a phone is where you're looking, right, Papa? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
I don't have any idea.
It is. A minute. Okay, so there's that. So you want to know where all your people is. It's under.
I don't know how many people I follow.
Subscriptions. Yeah, it doesn't say all the numbers on like on your thing. It doesn't tell you the full number that you follow. Yeah. It doesn't give you a number on mobile, Papa. On your computer, it will tell you because it gives more information. But if you want to know, you want to see who you follow, it's under subscriptions.
Subscriptions. Okay. Oh. Yeah, right. And I'm still not getting notifications.
No, they're not doing good at all.
I guess that's just a thing of the past. I still can't figure that out.
Best of Boat Worlds came in there. Is that Nate? Nate?
Best of Boat Worlds? Best of Boat Worlds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is his name Nathan?
Daddy,
who that is. Can anybody tell me what your opinion. Number one, give me a definition, and number two, give me your opinion of podcast. I hear people use that term, but I don't know what it means.
Can you repeat that? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Give me two things: a definition of podcast,
Yep.
and then your opinion of is it a good thing or a bad thing? What?
So podcasts are basically just audio only, what you're doing right now. A little bit more than that, but it's basically like a show, a talk show on like you're listening to it on a radio or
Like
on
a
your
radio
phone.
show?
Yeah, like a radio show.
Okay.
Yeah, basically just to help you to understand, but it's not just that, but it's to help you to understand. Yes, it's like a radio.
I grew up on those, so
Yes. And a lot of people say it's good for your channel, and then there's some that might say it's not. I want to do it. I actually bought 2 mics, like Tony and Jenny did at one point. I bought 2 mics to do that.
oh wow. Podcast is an episodic series of spoken word digital audio files that a user can download to a personal device for easy listening. Who
we
is
got
that?
that off of Wikipedia.
Is that Tyler?
Yep.
Yes, that's Tyler.
Of course.
But he is right, though. That is really what it is.
I can hear him saying it.
Yeah.
I can just hear him going off that definition. Okay, so a podcast is, that's an episodic series of a spoken word. He's funny. Oh my gosh, those guys.
He is.
Tyler and the
Nick.
Nick. Tyler and Nick both. They're great kids.
I think what it is, Papa, they're still in school, so they still have like a brain, not as old folk where we're,
Hey, you're right. Years ago, when I was in school, my mother was always a beautiful handwriter. She always won handwriting awards when she was in school. And even till her dying day, she still wrote beautiful handwriting in cursive.
Wow.
And she said, "Now, son, make sure you make the most of school while you're in it," because she had to quit in 6th grade to go to work to help her family. Because her mom died. Her mom died when she was 10 years old, and so she's taking it the whole time that you're there, because as you get older, you're going to forget it. And I thought, yeah, I'm not going to forget it. I got out of high school, went to college, to study. To be quite honest with you, I could have taught the courses and ended up teaching the college courses myself for the English language.
Yeah, you were saying, yeah.
And so I didn't have any problem with English. But the other day, and maybe this is a product of me smacking my head.
My English.
I could have smacked my head, and maybe that's what did part of it. But I think some of the strokes I've had over the last few years, I think they've taken its toll on my cognition, because there's certain words that I know those words. Yeah. I know how to spell them, and I know how to define them. And I just can't get the drawer pulled out. It's like, I know this. Why can I not put this on paper? And then my memory goes back to what my mother said. Now, hers thing was math. She had great math skills. But I always had the English skills. In fact, that's what I got my wife through college. I am thinking about doing a video podcast with guests on the main channel, says Cruise Junkie Tyler. Well, Tyler, I'm just finding out what that means, but I think that's a great idea. Is that a great idea?
It is a great idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Tyler.
See what he's I think what he's talking about is something that I want to do also. Like have guests on, but you can take that audio from that live feed and turn it into a podcast, So you're getting 2 shows in one. You're getting an audio show and you're getting a video with audio show. And so you can get monetized. These podcasts can be monetized as well.
Yep.
Do you still need 4,000 hours?
Yep.
No. For YouTube, the 4,000 hours only for YouTube. So it all depends on what platform you're using for podcasts. That kind of monetization is different. I actually don't fully understand that part of, but there is. It's different than YouTube.
Yeah, that is the idea, Larry. Okay.
Yeah.
Tyler used to be on a few.
Tony and Jenny started to do that, and I don't know why they stopped.
Tyler knows that I'm a tech fuddy-duddy. I don't know anything about this stuff.
Tyler, if you're looking for a guest, I'm pretty sure Larry said he wants to be one.
I have no problem.
Best part is you get hours from doing the pod on YouTube.
Yeah.
Am I understanding that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Man.
You're basically doing a live, but then you take that audio and turn it into a podcast in audio format. Who was it? Fantastic Studios. Do you remember them, Papa?
Who is it?
Fantastic Studios with Matt and Kimbra. They live in Florida.
No.
They're actually going on our cruise also.
Matt and Kimberly?
Kimbra. Kimbra.
Oh, like brah. Hey, brah.
Brah, yeah.
Gotcha.
I wonder if she's from Hawaii, because that's what you told me they say, brah.
Or Chicago. Hold on, let me look this up. Okay.
So that's how they do their show. They do it like we're doing right now, but it's an actual podcast. And then
Kimbra and who?
Matt, M-A-T-T, and Kimbra.
M-A-T-T. Search.
His name's Matt Allen. They work at the Tampa Aquarium.
Kimbra and Matt Hayes.
I don't know their last name actually. Yeah, Tyler, you say y'all because you're right next door to Texas, probably. My granddaughter's father, who lives in just outside of Houston, I almost laughed all the time because he's saying y'all, but it was the way he was saying it. It was just sounded too funny.
Matt and Kimbra.
Look up Fantastic Studios, Papa. That will help you.
I think I entered this one wrong. Matt and Malt. How about Matt and...
Do you know Fantastic Studios, Rob?
Kimbra.
No.
Kimbers? No. Kimbra.
Did you, Ma?
Matt
I've heard of them.
Yeah. They're on Friday nights just before the Down Under Cruisers. And the way their format is, it's like a live feed.
I think I did see a couple of their lives on a Friday night.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've been in the Down Under Cruisers lives, and somebody will come in and say Bon Binny.
Oh yeah.
So that's Matt and Kimbra when they come in, the Fantastic Studios.
Kimbra and Matt Corby.
I don't know their last name, Papa. I'm sorry.
Two-way street live.
No, it's got a dolphin on the front. It's like the Miami Dolphin looking thing. But look up Fantastic. So Fantas.
Fantastic.
No, not fan. Fin, as in a fish fin.
Oh, Finn.
Fantastic.
I need ears. Fantastic.
Yeah, you're right, Tyler. Why don't I just do it? I'll do it for you, Papa. Hold on. Here.
Fantastic what?
Here, I'm going to share the link in the thing for you. We'll make it easier.
I can't click on them if you do share them.
Yeah, you can. You should be able to.
I know I should, but that last one you put in, I couldn't. Doing a podcast with no guests are very hard to do. Now, Tyler, you need to become a pastor. Then you can talk for hours on end with nobody in the room. Look up this Fantastic Studios. Oh, okay, Studios. Yeah. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Fantastic. Two
I just shared it in the chat, Papa.
Fantastic Studios podcast. Virgin Voyages. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Yeah.
Perfect day at Coco Cay. Oh, they got an hour and 20-minute video.
Yeah, they've been doing some cruising. They got some on the Mardi Gras.
That is much longer
than
than
the Royal Caribbean cruise they went on. They're actually going on our cruise.
Oh, they're going on our cruise, eh?
Yeah. What? Talk quieter? Okay.
Quieter?
Between 3 and 6, not exactly, but between 3 and 6 is our nap time. And I actually had to take my door off of the studio here to get this new desk in here. And I'm talking in Sir nap time down in the bedroom.
It's time to put the door back on.
No, I know. I've been busy. I work, I'm a travel agent.
There is something nasty.
Anyways, I'll catch you guys all later. I gotta start heading out. And get to bed.
It's Sunday, Rob. What are you doing?
I gotta go to work tomorrow early in the morning.
I'm kidding, Rob. Have a good one, brother. Enjoy the cold weather back there.
See you, pal.
I will. I'll ship it
care,
your way.
Rob.
Yeah. Adios.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Najuma, you were going to say something to me? I thought I heard you say.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I've been having a lot of senior moments. I don't know.
But you're not a senior.
I'm older than you.
But you're not a senior.
I'm older than you.
Actually, speaking of that,
in this country, he is a senior. In this
Papa, did
country.
you know this? Once you turn 55, you're considered a senior for the Carnival cruise line. I don't know the other ones yet, but I know Carnival. 55 and up, I can't wait. Woo-hoo!
And I'm using it for our cruise.
Oh yeah, yeah. How much of a discount is it, Danjuma? Do you know?
I don't know.
Don't know. No.
I just told Cindy to make sure that she put in for the discount because I'm over 55.
That's right. Yeah.
By then, I'll be over 55, so might have to make a play for that.
You got
I'm trying to think. When I tried to take a cruise, actually, it might have been 3 years ago. I think I had just turned 55 because my middle girl is a travel agent, and she was trying to set me up on Carnival. I think the Sunrise, because that's the one that used to be Triumph, right?
Oh
yes, yeah.
The Sunrise had just come out, so it was that summer, their first summer out on the water. Because I remember her saying when she did everything, I remember her texting me and saying, "Oh, Mom, you're gonna get a discount." And I'm like, "Why?" I mean, not that I'm complaining, but I was just curious. And she said, "Because you're 55."
You know what, Najuma? I'm actually going to look in to see if they have senior rates and what the age is for seniors rates for this hotel. See if they have that.
Oh no! What's that?
If they do, most hotels.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't start that. You have to be 60. I mean, there might be a few that start at 55, but
50. What did you say?
58. 58.
I'm getting ready to be 55.
Ironically, I can't wait for that number because it is. It's seniors rate. I want that.
I just think if I have to live that long and be this fat, I want something for it.
Yeah.
I get a lot. I get quite a few things here in New York, but there's still a lot of stuff that I have to wait till I turn 60 for.
Now, do seniors get like a special card or anything?
Well, actually,
They do in Indiana.
Do they? Yeah.
I think I can get Medicare at 60, so I would use the Medicare card. If you have the 62, Papa?
I think. I know we have a lot of people here. We have a rather large congregation, and our congregation is starting to age a little bit, and there's quite a few of them getting on Medicare.
What is Medicare in America? Because we have Medicare here in Canada, but I wonder if it's different.
You know, a minute ago when you were talking about Medicare versus Medicaid, the money all comes from Social Security.
Yeah, money's the same thing.
However, it's doled out through different agencies.
But okay, so what does what did you just say? Medicaid? What does Medicaid give you? Is it for what?
Medicaid typically is for more acute or immediate problems, kind of.
Okay.
Not just that, but on the whole, Medicare is usually for maintenance. You can't get Medicare unless you're a senior or if you're a certain age and disabled.
Yeah, it's like me. I'm 51 and I'm disabled, but I get the Canada pension, which only seniors get Canada pension, really. Which is the same as the Social Security that Victoria was saying.
Yeah, the Social Security here takes in all the money, but then they dole it out to Medicare, Medicaid. But I will tell you this, our system is defunct. It is absolutely and completely defunct. They don't even begin to have enough money to pay back what people have put into it.
Just a little bit.
That is through gored, nasty, ugly spending on the government's behalf. And
Yeah, see now
our seniors are the
I
ones
have to go through for my granddaughter because I just have custody of her. I didn't adopt her. I have to go through Medicaid to get medical insurance for her. Because, I mean, I'm not working, but even if I was, because you know the situation with my husband, I lost him a few years ago.
You lost your husband, yeah.
This is his granddaughter, biologically. So he had custody of her before he passed away. And he was working when he got custody of her. But because he had custody, he couldn't put her on his insurance at work. So I had to go to social services and apply for social services so I can get medical coverage for her. So she'll have medical coverage.
How old is she now?
She's 15.
So she gets it for 3 more years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she was in foster care for almost the first 2 years of her life. And we got her exactly 2 weeks before her second birthday. So I've been taking care of her since she was born in 2006, and I've been taking care of her since 2008.
I actually am trying to learn to be like what Victoria was saying earlier. You don't want to talk about it and stuff like that, which is totally being negative and all that. I get so sad when I hear about your system down there, and it's not a jealous thing like on our part or gloating that we get the better system. No, this isn't. It's so America doesn't seem social enough. Like, I'm not saying you need to be a social government.
America is capital only.
I know that's the problem. Like,
and
why is it a little bit? I'm not saying be a socialistic country, but why can't you be compassionate to some of your people?
If you're rich, it's a great place to live. It's a great place to live if you're rich.
I personally believe in. Oh, this is not a topic that you don't normally get on, but I just, if I may, please, I believe in capitalism, but the problem I have with capitalism is there's not enough compassion. Like I said, I don't like a lot of people saying you don't want to go socialist. No, of course no, but have some heart. Care about somebody.
I will tell you this, Larry. The greatest charities on the planet are in the United States. The greatest.
I agree. Yeah.
The greatest charities, and I'll tell you why. They can raise $100 million.
Yeah.
For the 24-hour telethon.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, of course.
All you got to do is think back to Jerry Lewis and Jerry's kids.
Jerry Lewis, yep.
And by the time he quit that, they were raising like $60 million in 24 hours. And it's like, whoa. And that's not the only one. That's far from the only one. You got the Red Cross. You got Salvation Army, which that's my personal favorite because I happen to know two.
Why are you all out here looking at people's windows?
In the Salvation Army.
Brother.
Well, one of them.
If I can tell you, may I say my testimony?
I'm getting, hang on just
I'm already caught, and I come out here dressed.
Uh-oh. Mama's
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm sorry.
That's all
Mama's
right.
gotta put her foot down.
Take care of business if they're acting up to take care of what you need to do. You were going to say, Larry?
So I like I was saying earlier, I was rewriting my testimony last night because I would like some people to hear what I've gone through, but it's only in for inspiration to others. So I like to say that I owe my life to the Salvation Army. They gave me a second chance at life. I was homeless on the streets. My very first time in a homeless shelter, I was 16 years old at a Salvation Army in Halifax, but I ran away. That was my own thing, like a long story. If you look at this, you can see what I mean.
Sure.
But I like to say that I owe my life to the Salvation Army. On the other hand, I was let go, and I have a little bit of grudge against them, but God's taught me how to deal with that. But
Sure.
The Salvation Army has a really big, huge part in my heart. That's where we got married, in the Salvation Army chapel, right? And I actually had clients that stayed in the building as people in the chapel with me, right? Because that's who I am. That was my passion, was helping out homeless people. I worked there for 5 years and everything, right? So Salvation Army is a really big thing. Yeah.
Same, we had a Salvation Army Ark right across the catty-cornered from our church building.
Addictions Recovery Center.
Huh?
Addictions Recovery Center.
Adult Rehabilitation Center.
I know.
But you're right. But just over one and down one was the Ark. And there were several times, they invited me, and because my friend was a major at the time, and his wife later became a major right before he passed away. And so he's gone now, but I still stay in touch with them. And they're just the sweetest spirit.
Why?
And they do so much good. I have nothing against the Red Cross. I think that's a wonderful organization.
Yeah.
I prefer the Salvation Army because I know several.
I don't remember the words, but yeah.
What you're talking about. They'll quickly tell you, I didn't like everything they said or did, but they saved my life. And
I personally stand by William Booth, who was the founder of the Salvation Army. I stand by his principles. I stand by what he did. If you know the story, I'm not going to say it right now, but if you know the story, I stand by what he did. It has changed over years. And I'm not really happy with some of the things that the Salvation Army does, but I stand by the Salvation Army.
I'm worried about their solvency because younger people don't understand the value. We were all three of us in here tonight right now, we were raised to volunteer and to help. If we saw a fellow man in trouble, we were taught, if you see someone in trouble, help them. And I didn't need the Salvation Army to teach me that. My family taught me that. And I will say this by example. I watched my parents when we were tight on money at our house, and we just lived in a tiny little home, which my dad still lives in. But when we didn't have hardly any money for anything, my dad would take a family to the grocery store and get them like $50 worth of groceries, which 40 years ago, $50 worth of groceries in Indiana, that was a good week. And that's the way we were taught. But the younger generation, they don't have the spirit of volunteerism that is needed to have another century of the Salvation Army. And my friend that passed, David was his name, he said the same thing. He was worried about the future. And his wife is still amazing. But I think she's getting ready to retire too because she's 65 or 66. I think she's already got her a decent retirement set up.
I've never seen anybody do that before. That's what I'm asking.
She's got her retirement account like a 401k. But I worry. And you know what? It's this way in churches too. Churches are all this way. Our people over this pandemic, our people have gotten so used to getting up Sunday morning, turning on the TV and watching church. Well, I was raised, you didn't miss church even if the doors were open, you were there no matter. And there was no excuse. No excuse. You had to be at church. And, I've spent 2 years now home sick, bad, and unable to get to church all the time, wanting to be at church. And I told my girls, I said, can, one of you take me to church tomorrow? Well, I've got this to do, and I've got this to do. And I said, you know what? If my dad or mother had ever asked me one time, could you take me to church, son? I wouldn't blink. I would say, absolutely, sure, no problem. I would cancel or put off whatever I was doing to make sure my mother or father got to church, But the younger generation, they just don't see things that way. And one thing I discovered, it's not just my kids. It's kids that age, unless they come from great stock, great parents or grandparents, raising them right and saying, here's what you do when you get older. Here's what you don't do, and here's what you do. And we have an all-black church where we are. And so part of the problem with that is 7 out of 10 homes don't have a positive male role model in the home. So the boys ended up getting raised by grandma. And Najuma's here. She can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. I just know how it is here in the Chicago area. And when you got 70% of the homes with no positive male role model, that's a recipe for disaster. And then
I had no father in my life, so I understand what it means to have a father figure in your life.
There you go.
Totally.
There you go. That's part of the reason I got this title, Papa Mozo. It's a long story, but it was a nickname that was given to me a long time ago. That I never dreamed would stick with me this many years. But I was actually in middle school when I started getting called that. And I didn't know where it came from at first. And I talked to the people who'd given me the name, and I thought, well, that's silly. Well, it turned out it wasn't silly to them. They took it very seriously, and I was the papa. And I thought that was just a Jewish thing, But the black community, they get out of a home the first 17, 18 years of life. They get out of that system. Then they're on the streets, and in no time, they're in the legal system. And
when they're screwed for the rest of their life because now they have a criminal record. They can't go out and get a job.
Can't get a job. Nobody wants to hire them. And all they want to do is sit around and gripe about the blacks. And I'm thinking, come on, you're missing out on so much in life if you're dismissing the black community. But I'm off my soapbox now. I'll be finished. That's the end of my sermon.
I totally understand. Totally Like I've never lived in a black community. My
You kind of did if you didn't have a dad.
No, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
because that's a statistic. I never even heard that statistic until I moved here 25, 26 years ago.
So the way I was brought up, Najuma is my sister. She's no different than me. I do not, when I talk to somebody, it doesn't register that they're a different color, a different culture. I talk to them like I'm just talking to you. You're white and I'm white. I talk to you guys the same. There's no separations. And I never grew up with anything with racism ever. I'm from the East Coast. I come from St. John, where we had like a few black families, a few native families, a couple Chinese families, but it wasn't huge, right? So the majority is the white privilege, as some of them would say. And so I don't know racism. I don't know enough about it, right?
We have both ends of it here. We've got both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
We've got wealthy black people and poor white people.
Oh yeah.
And then reverse it. We've got poor black people and rich white people. I mean, we got both ends on both of the social, of the economic, of the education. Knowledge truly is power. If you study back into slavery, this is one of the things that the slave owners did. They deprived their slaves of contact with each other, number one.
It was the freaking, sorry, I'm going to say it this way. It was the freaking white man that screwed everybody over.
That's right. But they also deprived them of education.
Yes.
There was no education for the black man. None. And I will say this, here we are in 2021, still seeing leftovers of that kind of. And it's like, we're supposed to be past this. I get tired of turning on the news and hearing all this divisive, trying to keep peoples apart and turn the news, which is supposed to report facts, the news saying, oh, the blacks feel this way. And it's a lily white person on there speaking for the blacks, or the whites see this way. It's like, come on, let a black person and a white person talk and have a decent conversation without knocking each other over the head and calling racist.
I learned blindly what really the news media is. I was looking at, and I got very angry when I saw that Donald Trump was calling them, what was he saying? What did he call the media? What is it? The expression he used?
Fake news.
Fake news and all that kind of stuff. And I looked at that. It's like, holy crap! No, don't do that. But then I realized, because I actually used to watch CNN. But when I was watching that CNN, all I saw was Trump bad this, Trump bad that.
Hey,
like, okay, you might have your own personal opinions of them, but you can't keep doing that. All that says is that you're one-sided.
I used to enjoy CNN.
So did I.
But they started doing the same thing Fox News did. And I thought,
one-sided.
Watch. Maybe I should just drive to Washington, D.C. and get out and walk around and interview people.
So I'm against, no, sorry, I don't want to say against. I think news releases are important, but we as people need to really filter through all the freaking trash that's being put out there.
You are right.
They manipulate all of us the way we think, but it should be us thinking what we want to instead of the news media controlling and saying, well, this is what's going on.
I remember wondering, of course, our church, we had a big celebration party when President Obama got elected because he was the first black man, and we were just overjoyed. It was like the leader of the free world is one of us.
I remember when he got elected, man. Like, it's like, wow.
Stood around crying and praising God. I mean, it was a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. And, Aretha Franklin was up there with her big gray hat on. We love it.
I remember.
But I told Shelley, I said, I don't think he'll make it through his first term. I think somebody's going to kill him. I really did.
Oh yeah.
I thought somebody shoot him, and turns out he made it through 2 terms. And I remember how the right wing bashed him over 4-year-old issues. I'm like, wait a second. We established 4 years ago that he was born in America. He's an American. He's not from Kenya. Quit that silliness. Who's that? Oh, baby.
Little baby or something?
Yeah, look like one of the little grandkids, maybe.
Yeah.
But Brianna.
Oh, that Brianna?
Oh, that's Brianna.
Well, hello there, pretty.
Are you going to talk to us now? You're not shy no more, right?
Nah.
Ah, there we go. She
There
talked.
you go. We couldn't get a peep out of you the other day, sugar.
Yeah, it's like, whoa.
I'm good.
How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Awesome. Are you getting all excited about the cruise?
Yeah.
And you've never been on one?
No.
Oh, here we go.
What's this?
Who is this?
Uh-oh.
This is, there we go.
Where's Nick?
How are you, Nick?
Hey guys.
Hey Nick.
Are you on a train again or no?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of Mississippi. I'm on my way to New Orleans.
Oh, that's right.
Gnarly.
I got to keep my Nicks apart.
Yeah.
Nick P is white Nick, and Nick
I'm
J.
making my big. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick J is white Nick. So I hope I don't get a Hispanic one because I'm out of
making my
race.
big loop around the country.
Oh, you're doing
Yeah,
a big
I'm
loop
on my
again.
big loop across
This is
from
just a hobby that
New
you
Orleans
enjoy.
out to LA, Portland Glacier Park on my way back home.
Glacier Park, that's what I'm telling you. The
No,
other
it's
day.
more so just celebrating my 30th birthday, which was last week.
Oh, yeah.
Just a baby, Papa.
Well, you don't look a day over 30.
I'm a couple days over
So
30.
you're on the train right now?
Almost a
Rick?
week already.
Are you moving?
Yeah, I'm moving.
Glacier National Park, that's the one I was telling you the other day, Larry. That was, I thought it was called Crater Lake National Park, but it's not. He's got it right. It's Glacier
Crater
National
Lake's in
Park.
Oregon.
Oh, okay.
Gorgeous.
What's that? I'm a cat lover. Oh, what's the kitty's name?
Oreo.
Hi,
Oh,
Oreo. Hi,
Oh.
kitty. Oh,
I'm a cat guy,
I'm a cat lover.
and we don't have a one. I've got this big sloppy tongued jalopy of a dog running around here, and then we got the Siberian Husky, who's like the prima donna of the house,
Oh, what a cute kitty.
But we don't have any cats anymore. We had, in fact, our cat looked a lot like that. We had to have her put down. It was hard.
Yes.
But we sure loved them.
So are you staying in New Orleans, Nick?
You know what that's right?
Oh, Nick.
Oh,
You know
we
what
lost
that's right?
Well, he must have been offended by you.
Those are all your own personal things. If you want to get offended, well, you know.
That's right.
I'll take responsibility, but if I not, well, then that's your fault.
Change your life and change your heart.
Watch it. Why? The butt all in the face.
Oh, I love cats. Now you make me want me to go get my cat now.
We got another one flying around, walking around here somewhere.
Oh, we have a black cat that's got a little
Cats,
white spot
you know
on
what?
his
Cats
head.
are so much easier to take care of than dogs. You don't have to walk a cat outside.
Nope.
They'll train pretty quickly to a litter box.
And these two, they can't keep up with their little box. But these two will go outside.
So they're indoor, outdoor, Najuma?
Well, both of them, they had some kittens.
Yeah.
But Oreo, the oldest one, she likes to fight. The other one's name is Milo. She likes to fight Milo because I guess she figured this is her territory. She's been here longer.
Yeah.
Now,
But
they're both females, right? They're both female.
yeah, Milo will actually go to the door and scratch. So I'll get up and let her out. She'll go out for maybe 10 minutes, and then when she's ready to come in, she'll scratch on the door, and I get up and let her in.
I was thinking.
Mario just goes sit there and just meow.
Oh, let me put this.
I let her out.
Najuma, I wanted to ask. Okay, since we've had our cat for 6 years now, what we use for litter is wood pellets. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I think we have something like that here in New York.
Okay, so I've
just a little
lived
more-
with cats all my life. And the worst thing is if you can't keep up with that litter box. It's disgusting. The worst.
Yeah.
Not
I
once
think
in
the
this
wood
6
pellets
years
here
have
in-
I smelt anything from this box. Not once.
The wood pellets here in New York, I think it's a little more expensive than the regular litter.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
where I live,
Because I actually bought it a couple of times, and I liked it because, like you said, you don't have the smell from it like you would with regular litter. Because even regular litter, we found, especially having 2 cats in the house,
yeah.
as opposed to changing once a week, we'd have to change twice a week because of the 2 cats using the 1 box.
Yeah. So for my wife, she does not let anything stay in, well, anything solid stay in there. Soon as she knows about that, she takes care of that. That's out.
Yeah, because it got to the point where I was cleaning between me and my daughter, cleaning the box, and I had to fuss at her
Yeah.
during her last pregnancy because I really wasn't comfortable with her trying to being pregnant and cleaning the litter box. But that's just me being protective mom, so you know.
Of course, I understand. You got to take care of us, Mom.
I will.
So,
Just a minute. Just a minute.
but I think they cleaned it one time and it was nice and sat it outside to let it air out. And they just kind of never brought it back in, and the cats they like to go outside anyway.
So our cat's an indoor-outdoor cat. So that saves on the box as well. He likes to go to my neighbor's gardens.
And fertilize the garden, huh?
But the sad thing is they also have dogs.
Oh,
yeah.
And unfortunately, they like to come in my yard.
Oh.
And they have a big what do you call it? Retriever.
Oh boy.
So out mowing the lawn in the summer, the smell because you didn't see it.
When you got to get the garden hose on the bottom of the shoes.
Oh, yes. Oh, I actually when I put it away for the winter, I had to. Yeah, I had to. I like cats better. At least they bury it.
Right.
Yeah.
The dogs will bury it.
My friends, I have to go. I'm being summoned. And whenever
Hi, Mommy.
I have to go. It's been very nice talking with the both of you. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for being part of our Sunday afternoon. I didn't necessarily have this planned, but I thought, why not?
Happy Sunday, Papa. Anytime you come on, I'm here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. God bless you both and your family.
Bye.
Bye-bye.